you guys? Welcome to another vlog. No,
live stream.
I always say that. Another live stream with Carla and Kiko Adventures. Happy Friday. I hope you guys had a great week and you were able to enjoy this 3-day weekend because Monday is a holiday, well, at least for me.
For a lot of people.
For a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
For the majority of people, I would assume so. So we're just here. Wanted to come on, say hi, and have a little drink. Salud.
Friday.
Cheers. And best of all, we get to kick it with some friends that we miss. Please welcome Midlife Vibes.
Hey guys.
What's going on, you guys? How you doing?
What's up?
How are you? What's up?
Wait, come on, put your cups up, guys.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cups up.
Cheers.
Yes.
Salud.
You ain't drinking, get off the stream.
Salud.
Juanito, welcome, friend.
Juanito's on. What's
It
up?
did not go out.
It
really?
didn't go out. I saw it. It went on
Why are you yelling?
Oh,
Wait, am I yelling?
no, she's not yelling. I know you guys.
Loud.
No,
You know I'm loud.
It's because you guys. You said it on your stream the other day. You're like, yeah, I'm loud, and Kiko's kind of more mellow tone.
I'm loud
voice.
too, Carla. You know I'm loud, girl. That's why we're friends.
And so this is the stream. Hey guys, what's up? This is Carla.
Well, We've been milling around, Josh, on getting some mics and stuff like that. And Carla goes, I don't think I need a mic.
No.
And I'm like, well, so hang on. So we're busting out our new camera.
Hi, Katrina. Welcome.
Hi, Katrina. So,
Hi, everybody. I don't have
Josh.
Oh yeah, nice. That's what I have.
I know. A la Josh.
What's up, Gina? Hi, twinsies. Hey, cool drummer.
What up? What up?
Actually, I think yours is better. I think I have. Do I have the 920?
This is the new one. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that.
Hi, Katrina,
But
cool drummer. What it do, twinsies, Gina and Juanito.
I think yours might have a higher video setting than mine, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It just says HD. I mean, Pro HD webcam.
Yeah, you gotta look on this. You gotta look on the side and see, does it say 720p or 1080p?
Well, with the program that we're using, we can only do 720, right? Unless we pay
Becky.
for the newest
upgrade.
one, I believe.
Well, even still, I still think it's 720p on StreamYard, because when I was messing around with my DSLR or my mirrorless camera, that it does 1080p, obviously, but it was only going up to 720p. So,
Yeah,
who knows?
it says full HD 1080p for video calls, so I imagine that's for the webcam.
Yeah, that's a little bit upgrade on mine.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. And we did kind of get it because you guys got it. Kiddo actually
Hi, Lori Jean.
Kiddo recommended it and stuff like that, and says, yeah, pretty much everyone uses it. Josh uses it. I go, Josh uses it. His streams always look really good.
That's all we need to know.
Okay, I will get it. This does have the built-in mic, so we are trying to hear how everything sounds.
You guys sound good.
Yeah, Carla usually sounds really out there.
She's magnified, honey. She is magnified.
Yeah. So
Set her back like 3 feet, and then you like 2 feet.
No, Carla, you're
I
not
always
that
try
loud.
to sit back.
You're
yeah.
not that loud, friend.
Actually, it equalizes the volume pretty good. So
Yeah.
I feel
she's
like
kinda
our
loud.
lights are making us real pale.
we are bright. That's about the lighting.
Yeah. No, you guys have good lighting. I see Baymax in the background, Baby Yoda, Baby Grogu.
You're darker than Baymax, so you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You just need to get some sun.
Hey, when we get older, we lose the pigmentation in our skin color.
I lost it when I was born.
Believe it or not, he's
Pretty
darker.
red.
He's
Josh,
darker.
do you tan, Josh, or you do just burn?
He's tan right now.
I burn.
He used to look like powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you do get a little more reddish, but
Ready?
So, well, it's tough because we have really bright lights, but here's my arm, and then when you go up, it's like,
oh wow. You gotta warn us, man.
I can get you sunburned just by looking at that. That's bright.
Whoa, man, I feel like I'm already tanning, man.
When I met him, the group of guys that he used to hang around with used to call him Farm Boy. That was his nickname from the tan.
Oh, from the tan, the farmer tan.
Farm.
And
Really, it was I was a golfer, and when you're a golfer, you get this.
Yeah, you get a lot of that stuff. The
And
church-
then he married me, and then he got a cool name. He got a cool homeboy named Miklo.
Yeah.
Miklo.
Yeah. So that's like, hey.
Because, you know, every Mexican gang needs one white boy.
Yep, gotta have the white boy in there.
It's true. And that's actually one of the things that I've always like, kind of like, how did you guys meet? You know what I mean? Because I mean, we've talked many, many times, you know, and stuff
Target.
like that. I know they met, you know, at Target, but like Josh is Josh and Becky is Becky. It's like,
well, you know what it is?
You know, it's like opposites almost, but you guys attracted so well and you guys meshed so well. You know what I mean? What was it? Well,
well,
she goes, my good looks is what it was.
Well, we're both crazy. We were both really thin and attracted to each other, but
we used to be thin.
We used to be thin. We're both wild. And it takes a really secure person to be with me because I kind of do my thing and we would go to the bar, you know, but we were friends first. And we would go to the bar and he was real confident with himself and me too. And I'm just myself and I'm loud and I like to have fun and I talk. And
I didn't care because, like, you know, if she didn't like me, I had the girls lined up, so I was good.
Yeah, sure.
That's where the
you had your pick.
That's where the confidence comes in.
Your arm's gonna get sore again.
Yeah.
So stop punching it.
So we were friends and I was always the type of girl that hung around with guys and I was always like the sister. I didn't go out with a lot of guys and stuff, you know. I was always like the one girl that can go party with all the guys. Like even when Josh and I started dating, his friends would, hey, is Becky coming? You know, I'd be, and all the other wives were at home or whatever, you know? So the thing about me is I grew up with my mom. My mom listened to all kinds of music. She listened to Janis Joplin, the Stones, Mexican music, you know, all music she listened to. And my mom raised me around all nationalities of people. Oh my God! Don't start that one.
I want you to get punched.
I want to hear. Hey, so I've heard only tidbits of that.
I'm going to tell you, I'm still salty. I will be salty till I die.
See, I have to hear a little bit of it because I'm going to
tell you. I'll tell you right now. So my mom raised me around all nationalities of people, straight, bi, whatever. It didn't even matter. So I just grew up that way. So me and Josh just hit it off. We had a good time with each. We've always had fun together, I think. Yeah. And I'm not a jealous person. He's not a jealous person. He's confident. I'm confident. So we weren't insecure around each other. And that's what really, I think, makes it work is that we like to have fun. Yeah. And he was a really fun person. Now he's kind of an old bore, but he used to be a really fun person.
Am I an old bore? Come on.
When the camera's off, he's all dormido.
I mean, as soon as we're done here, I'm hitting the bed. And just
nap time at 2:00.
Hey, well, we've hung out with Josh outside of cameras, as we all know, and me and Josh have had some good times. So I know.
Yeah. So we just had fun together, and we've always had fun together, and we still have fun together. So. Yeah. I think that's the big thing. So here's the thing. I'm not going to say how, but he had VIP passes and he went to go see Guns N' Roses.
You could say how. I mean,
well, we're friends with Axl Rose's brother.
Oh, nice.
What?
So he got tickets to. We don't ever say that because that's not why we're his friend, right? And
right.
It's not like we know him. And
it's a perk, though.
Yeah, it's. They're friends. Josh and them are friends.
I'm not friends with Axl. I don't know him.
Yeah, we don't know him.
You know, I know his brother.
His brother, he's so cool. My kids call him Uncle Stuart. So, anyways, he's the one that taught Josh how to cook. I'll tell you that story in a minute.
Yeah.
But
yes,
Josh had backstage passes. They went, guys, good deal. Go hang out, But then he got tickets again, backstage, VIP, whatever. And I was supposed to go with him. And I went to work that day, but we were supposed to go when I got out of work.
No, you had to work the next day, though.
Yes, I did have to work the next day. When has that ever stopped me?
You said you didn't want to go.
No, I didn't.
This is where the story I remember her saying, I can't go because, well, when we go to this event, concert ends at 1 a.m. or whatever. Well, we stay there till like 5, 6 in the morning.
This is how you know it's a lie. When I got my brother tattooed my back, I had like a corporate tour the next day. We were up and I was like, oh crap, I got to go to work. He was still working on my back. I was so drunk, went to work, aced the tour, So you can't say that I wouldn't have been able to hang at the party. So that's just nonsense. So
Well, you were here when I left.
get this. I got home from work. I got dressed and everything. I'm like, where are you? I'm at the concert. Oh my God. I was so pissed. He took his friend.
Oh,
No, I went with a group that were friends that were already going. I didn't take
But you
anybody
gave
extra.
my ticket. I don't
No,
know
there
where
was
the
no-
hell.
There was no.
that's a no, Josh.
We don't have.
Either way, he didn't take me.
We don't have.
and
We don't have tickets.
then-
We go with.
And
You know,
then
our
Poco
my
Loco
friend,
didn't come
and
home, right?
we go in.
He couldn't hang partying on the bus, and so he fell asleep in the car.
But that was a different night, though.
Yeah. So either way, he ditched me. So in case you wonder why he gets locked up, I would have. Can you imagine going to a Guns N' Roses concert?
That would have been cool.
Clothes
And have free reign.
and have free reign to go everywhere. I mean,
I would have been salty too.
Yeah.
that's why he's gonna get socked every time it comes up.
Oh yeah.
Bring it up, you guys.
I won't sock him
Bring it
today
up.
because it's not my program, and I don't want anybody
Oh,
calling.
you can talk about. Go for it.
It's okay.
I don't want nobody pulling the popo on me.
Me and Carla have learned we do not get into anybody's relationships and stuff like that. We do, we do like to take advice, especially, you guys have been together a long time.
Long time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we like talking to you guys. Hey, whatever secret.
his arm is already numb. He can't even feel in this
This
arm
is
anymore.
tense. Well, I'm
I'm
tense
starting
up.
to flex it. I can see you starting to cringe. You got him trained pretty good. Becky just raises her hand and
She's like the kids.
yeah, you like them kids, you know what I mean? When mom goes like
They're
that.
like, oh.
Uh-huh.
You're better than the kids.
That's good, Becky. You got them going,
Keep
Becky.
them in line.
No, just kidding. We don't. I'm not abusive
Yeah.
with them. No.
No.
You guys are a very fun couple. We always, like I said, take advice from you guys, on marriage, on vlogging. You guys have known,
I love listening to your
you know,
stories.
I like listening to the stories because that's how you learn stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You guys have been doing this for a while now, you know what I mean? I was wondering
15.
how you got into this, because I think Becky's channel is like way from like a long time ago.
Well,
And
you
then
know what? You know what? I didn't post anything on my channel, but I had this vision that I wanted to do a YouTube channel. So I ended up saving that name. As soon as I found that name that I liked, I saved it on all media platforms, even though I wasn't even vlogging. I was like, I'm going to take it just in case I ever want it. And I never posted anything. I didn't even watch YouTube. I just had the name. And so then Josh, you
That's
go
the
ahead.
same thing with like Midlife Vibes too. Like I didn't really start making videos when the account was created. So when you see the creation date or the start date or whatever, it really wasn't making videos or anything on YouTube. And then even the first few were just kind of some ride throughs and not really, testing the water. Really, I started out Instagram. That was
That's when you started? Huh.
Yes, so that was the main thing. Was Instagram was photography. It was all about photography and taking pictures. And we just become annual pass holders. And I got a camera, which wasn't really good for video. The Rebel 3 T3i, I think it was, which is horrible for video, but good for pictures. And then I actually started vlogging with that. Once I started taking pictures, and you start getting connected with this Instagram community. And then you realize these people are on YouTube, and then you start watching YouTube, and then I started watching YouTube, and then I'm like, I want to do that. I could do that. That looks like fun, and then just started from there,
Mhm.
But it all started with Instagram.
So you were a slice of Disney before? That's what you were before? That was like the original YouTube? Is that Instagram as well?
Yeah, that was everything. Like, so I got a slice of Disney, and like you said, like I was looking for a name that was not taken on any platform, and that's hard to come up with. And so I don't know, a slice of Disney for some reason stuck with me. Like I was giving you a little slice because it was photography on Instagram.
Yeah.
Really. So it was like, I'm going to give you a little slice of Disney each day. So I'm going to post, we'll go to the park. I'll take a bunch of pictures, and then I'll post one picture a day to just give you a little bit. But then people are like, so is it a food channel? Because you're giving us a slice of cake? Or and so, but it was just, that was the name, and it just stuck. And so it was that. And then it went to vlogging on YouTube, and just, it's tough sometimes finding a name when you're like a generic name. And, I'm not very creative when it comes to stuff like that. So it was like that one just ended up sticking out of everything.
where did Midlife Vibes come from? Because it's a pretty dang cool name.
That's
man.
really good.
It's a good name. It's catchy and
I was
it's
on the
appropriate.
shitter, literally. I was on the potty. Oh, yeah, sorry, not my channel. Sorry. Beep.
There's children watching.
Beep.
Jose,
So,
your ears.
He's an adult.
we wanted to change the name because, you know, for merch and for just merch. You really can't put anything with the name Disney on there. You know, you just can't. And we were starting to get, like, I started noticing that we had a lot of really young people on there, which is great. I don't mind young people at all. You know, that's how we met you guys, through Jose and Carlos. But we started getting people who want us to do pranks and other things. Like, they want us to, hey, prank. I'm like, I'm too old to be pranking. I ain't pranking nobody. And we wanted to change the name. And I was just thinking, like, what's a cool name, you know, that shows our age? Because we're not whippersnappers. We're not like 20-year-olds or anything like that. We're not competing with we're not competing with anybody, but we're not in that age category, because we also drink. You know, we go to GTA, we eat, we drink on our streams. So I wanted something that represented who we are right now in our life, you know, and that'll last us, you know, for you know, some years to come. And so I was thinking of things, and I was like, you know, we're having such a good time at Disney, because, you know, we go to Disney a lot. So I'm like, we go to Disney, you know, just because we're old doesn't mean we can't have a good time. It doesn't have to be a midlife crisis. It could be a midlife vibe. Like, so my thing was like, you know, we're getting older, but we can still have a cool vibe. We can still, why does it have to be a crisis? So instead of midlife crisis, it's midlife vibe, meaning we're enjoying our life going forward, because my kids are all big now. So it's like reliving your youth again. Once your kids get big and they're living their life, we're free now to do back to like if we were 20 before kids, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where the name came from.
We completely understand how that goes. You know, as you know, what I mean, the twins turned 18, and after that, we're like, all right, well, you guys are in school. You know, Andrea's 16. You know what I mean? AJ's old enough. I was like, you know, we're gonna start going a weekend or whatever, and they're like,
wait till they're all big and self-sufficient. You don't even got to worry about it. Now you're like,
they were.
No, we don't even tell nobody where we're going now. We jump in the car and we split.
You just go, You guys just go. So I did have another question. Kind of, I don't know if it's gonna not upset you guys, but the AP thing. You know what I mean? When did you guys start being an AP, and then obviously the progression to, like, how do you feel now? But when did you guys start being APs?
Hi, AJ.
Hey,
Hi, AJ.
Hey,
I'm glad
AJ.
you just came on and not earlier with my potty mouth.
In 2015, I think was the year we became APs for the first time. And we got the lowest of the lowest APs, a SoCal Select. You know, because that was our first time really kind of, we're going to test the waters of this Disneyland annual pass holder thing. We had been Knott's Berry Farm annual pass holders for 4 years straight, 4 or 5 years before that, just straight.
But you know what happened? I had a cousin. I'll let you finish the story. But I had a cousin when my little cousin was part of the Disney college program, and so she came to stay with me for 2 weeks because she was moving out here to do the college program. So of course, I'm not going to charge my cousin for staying with me. You know, who does that, right? So she said, well, thank you for letting me stay. If you want, I'll get you and Josh into Disneyland, you know? And did Jessica go with us too? Yeah. Me and Josh and Jess. Now, we've always been Knott's pass holders. And, you know, we went to Disneyland on occasion. And of course, you always love Disney, right? You go and it's like a fun thing. But she took us and we just fell in love. Like, I don't know if it was that nostalgia or what it was, but we were just like, in love, just the feeling and everything. And we just were like, you know what, we're going to be pass holders.
Yeah, because we probably hadn't gone to Disneyland in 5 years, probably. I would say about 5 years before that. Maybe we went to Disneyland if Jessica was smaller.
More like 8.
You know, it was a while, you know, and we were doing more like Magic Mountain and
we go to
Six Flags, and then we did a year of Universal with Knott's passes.
We would go to Magic Mountain every year for our anniversary. We'd go and get on all the roller coasters. That was our thing, our anniversary thing.
Thanks, Cool Drummer.
Thanks, Cool Drummer.
Yeah, and it's but then getting that pass to Disneyland and getting the SoCal Select, and then every year we upgraded our pass to another level. It seemed like. So we started SoCal Select, then we went to SoCal, and then back then it wasn't even called Deluxe. It was called something. The passes had different names back then.
Select passes or whatever.
Once you got past the SoCal passes, they had different names, but then eventually it was Deluxe. And the cool thing back then was you could add parking on your Disneyland pass for whatever you had. So we always paid the $170 for parking for the year, and that's what made it really feasible to have one of those lower
worth it.
And, you know, when they did away with parking, as long as you renewed your pass before it expired, you were grandfathered into these things.
Nice.
So, like, we were grandfathered in. So they won't tell you, but, like, when you renew your pass, they won't offer you the parking again. But if you say, oh, keep my parking on there, they'll do it and just charge you the $170, even though they don't offer it for any new pass holders. And the same thing, like, so we got, like, our photo pass. We were grandfathered in, so they took away on the signature pass. They took away a free photo pass because they wanted you to get the max pass upgrade, which comes with photo pass. But because we had it already, we were grandfathered into that. So that our signature pass, well, not anymore, but our signature pass had photo pass, where if you were a new signature pass holder, you know, you wouldn't have it. But now it's going to be weird. Like, what Disneyland's going to open up in 3 or 4 months, we think, right? And like, what are we gonna do?
I was gonna say,
Hope so.
That's where I'm going, Josh and Becky. So, you know, I always thought you guys were SoCal. You guys, I mean, just like anybody else, right? I'm from LA, but I went to Disneyland every few years. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we were there. We were never pass holders. Yeah, we went there every once in a while. One year we'd go to Knott's. One year we'd go to Universal. One year we'd go to Magic Mountain. You know, and that was kind of like, you know, you'd go around every 5 years or whatever it was. And that's when I went, you know, but looking at you guys, such Disney fans and such Disney guys, I'm like, they've been pass holders forever. And to find out it's only been 5 years.
No, you know why? I had 2 kids when I met him, and he's 3 years younger than me. Hi, AJ.
Hey, AJ.
Hi, Becky.
Hi. Yeah, so when he met me, we got married when I was 27. All right. I was 27, so he was 24, and we dated for a year, so he was 23, and we had Jessica. Being in your early 20s like that, there ain't no money, and you live on your own. You know, we had our own apartment and stuff. Being in your early 20s, having your own apartment, and 3 kids already into it, there ain't no money for annual passes until you start establishing yourself. And then when he did, we were just wild. You know, we weren't like in that place to do that. We had Knott's Berry Farm passes. We'd go to Magic Mountain. We'd go camping. You know, we do all these vacations, but I don't think we ever thought of becoming pass holders.
Well, I don't think there was, like, you know, it was like Kiko said, like, growing up here, like, yeah, you went with your family every once in a while, or maybe with your friends every once in a while. And, you know, when I went to Target had a Target party, after hours party at Disneyland, rented it out, you know, went to that. And, you know, so you went to Disneyland, you know, like you said, every few years or so, or every year. Exactly. But it was just one time, and it was really hanging out with friends and stuff. And I like rides and stuff like that. So that was cool. But it wasn't like it was this last time when we went in 2015, where it was just like,
something just happened.
This is like, there's a lot here, you know.
Something happened when we went that time. When we were in love. I don't know. Do you think maybe with Veronica showing us things?
No,
or
she really wasn't showing us.
Maybe
things,
because was it because the kids were bigger and we got to enjoy versus?
I think
we always enjoyed it.
We've always loved theme parks, and then it just was like it just took it to a
different.
I think
level.
we had done Knott's for years. That this took it to another level, and I were just like, well, we can't do all of this in just one trip. This is too much. Like we have to come back.
That's one thing I've asked Jose a few times. You know what I mean? Because I was like, you know, Jose, you went, you know, when you were younger, and we went a couple times and stuff like that. I go, what was the trigger? Like, what triggered you to become like this mega Disney? I'm all about Disneyland fan. He just said, you know, as he got older, he was able to like open his eyes to like.
I think he was able to appreciate it more.
That's why I've asked him, and he says I can't pinpoint what it is exactly, but he says, you know, as I got older, it's just like this is really, really cool. And then he started watching YouTubers and streams and stuff like that.
And the Imagineer series through Disney
but
Plus.
that's newer. But I'm talking about
I know, but still.
before. He was all into just watching.
Well, he's like
Disney,
and he likes he. To me, I see him as somebody that likes to learn, like history. So, probably getting into story and seeing everything is very inspiring.
Yeah.
And then also understanding all the technicalities of it, that probably just drew him in even more, because with having a curious mind, and then just focusing in on that,
Yeah.
So the next question I have for you guys, this is not an interview, but it's turning into a little.
Hold on real quick. If anybody in the chat has questions for Midlife Vibes, please put it in there.
Or for us.
Wherever.
Whatever, we're here for you.
We're
guys.
just here drinking. Salud.
Yeah.
That's how we hang out on Friday nights now.
I was gonna say it just feels like we're just hanging out,
just hanging out.
Usual. That's why we put virtual.
Yep.
Because she's like, what do I call this? Stream. What do I call this? And I go, it's a virtual hangout, dude. We're hanging out. You know what I mean?
It's an excuse to see each other because me and Carla
we could be right there with you guys. You know that.
I've always wanted to hang out with Kaka.
Yeah. We're gonna cock all over Midlife.
I bet you guys didn't even see that coming, huh? When you
I've been waiting for that. I had to do it. We're gonna cock all over Midlife.
I bet you guys didn't. Hey, he's not. I'll say it in the text. But
don't snort. Oh my God, you guys got Carla snorting over here.
Because I was gonna say, Josh, you make sure you roll over that chair for Becky.
Oh yeah, the couch. That story.
Oh my God.
It doesn't get old because I see as a guy, Becky, I totally understood.
I knew what he was talking about too, but I wasn't gonna say
it. But your guys' side was more like on Becky's side, and I was like,
well, of course, I always got Becky's side.
I was like, I get where Josh is coming from.
Oh my God!
First of all, why would Becky want him to go to his room and carry that big old monstrous freaking hide-a-bed or freaking couch?
And he wants me to be comfortable, Kiko.
I get it, but then why would he not even offer to go help him out? Why would Josh on your own go carry that king size bed on your own?
I know, right? Like it's like
I carry king size beds by myself.
It was a twin.
Whatever. It was heavy.
Hey,
it was heavy.
She does not think logistically in any way, shape, or form.
She was so funny.
But it also made sense with Becky. I was like, shit, that makes sense. I see Becky all cool, chilled out, you know what I mean? On the hide bed, on that, whatever chase, whatever you want to call it. Oh my God, it was awesome.
Hey, so, I have a big imagination. You don't say no. I'm a Mexican.
Yes,
I don't want to hear none of this. I can't bring that big chair in. You put it on your back.
Use the white boy muscles.
Use them muscles. Old man muscles.
I'm worried about them catching me. Bring the little office chair. Imagine me trying to bring a big chair down the hallway. Like, not security would be like,
come on, Miko, you got this.
There's cameras all over. He's like, why is this guy freaking taking furniture from one room to the other?
I would end up on someone's laptop or something,
Hey, it's Rosa.
Hi, Rosa.
We're here, Rosa. We're here.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think you guys were more on my page. Like,
Juan, you're my friend. I'm not telling you any more secrets. Look at his comment.
What does he say? Yes, Becky. I
know about that one.
Okay, I know it.
And Josh was mad because nobody was recording it.
My first thought was like, was Becky okay?
That was an American Funniest Home Videos moment.
My second thought was like, is it on camera anywhere? Because I want to see it. So I understand, Josh.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Thank you for having the first thought be, is Becky okay? Because
that was my first thought.
First thought. But then I'm going to laugh.
No, my second thought wasn't laugh. My second thought was like, is it on video? Because I want to see that stuff.
Oh, that would have been
you know hilarious. What? I could.
Why did you turn off the camera, Becky?
I could be in the flipping circus because somehow.
Come back, Rosa.
I had that tree with one hand, scaled all the way down, and my brute strength. Look at those guns right there.
Hey, after seeing you do
cartwheel,
a cartwheel, I'm not surprised you were holding it up with one leg and like trying to reach your hand.
Honestly, Becky, I believe you. If you told me if you told me you did the splits to hold it open or something like that, and you had a trolley on this hand,
like an Olympic gymnast.
I'd probably believe it, dude. I would. I'd be like, yeah.
I fell down the stairs holding Tiffany when she was a baby in her car seat. I fell halfway down the apartment stairs. When I landed, I was like Lion King.
Yeah, that's a mom. That's a mom.
Yeah. Me, I probably would have threw it and hoped it landed okay.
Yeah, no, that's a mom for you and stuff like that.
I am agile. Bring it.
Yeah,
Bring it.
I would believe it, Becky. I was like, is Becky gonna hurt herself doing a cartwheel? I was like, she must be confident she could do it.
She was hella confident.
I was like, she knows she could do it, because if not, she wouldn't. You know, she knows what's going on. She wouldn't have done it. I couldn't do it.
The reason why I was questioning myself, because I was wearing those Uggs, and when I was wanting to do it, I go, oh, I can't, because my pants are too tight in there. So that's why I kept hesitating, because I knew I didn't want, it caused me to fall. But then I started getting an audience. So
I was going to say, you got an audience, girl. You got to do it.
Yeah,
it was like a double dare. So I had to pull up my pant legs, and I was like, I got this.
It's on YouTube forever.
You know what was kind of embarrassing for my kids? In case you guys don't know, but mostly everybody does, is I used to be a break dancer, right? And
here
so
I can see it. I can see it.
We threw last night. We let my daughter Tiffany have a birthday party for her when she was 14, and Josh put the disco lights and all the lights in the garage and stuff. And her one friend danced. I mean, he was good at popping and everything, but he couldn't do the seesaw. And then he goes, oh, I can't do it. I go, you know what? That used to be, I'm good at that. Let me see what you're doing. And I could see that he didn't know how to lift himself up with his hands. I go, don't tell Tiffany that I'm showing you. Come on. And we went in the hallway. Here I am at, I don't know what age, probably 32 or something like this.
Shut up.
Tiffany's
you're older than that.
Or 35 somewhere. I tell him, come on. We go in the hallway. And I go, watch. And I go, look at my hands and look at how I'm pushing myself up. And I was doing seesaws in the hallway, and I taught my daughter's 14-year-old friend.
Oh my God.
That's why all my kid friends love me.
They're like, Tiffany, your mom's the coolest, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I have my son's friends on Instagram and Tiffany's friends. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense how you attracted the twins then, because you're very personable for your age, like compared to their age, and for them to like a grown-up like that.
I wonder if they actually knew how old you guys were, because we've never really talked. I mean, we should have one of them on at some point and stuff like that.
But even though I can relate to them or to younger people, I've always been really good at being able to relate to younger people. But I don't overstep that adult young person.
And I totally appreciated that, because I remember him telling me.
We didn't know at the beginning they weren't supposed to be watching us.
Yeah, but I don't overstep.
We'll talk about that.
I don't overstep that adult young person boundary. I feel like if young people are okay with connecting with me, then I have an obligation.
You got a request
to like at least guide them or mentor. You know what I mean? If you have the opportunity to be in a young person's life, that's your opportunity to sow seed into them, to help them to be available, to be approachable. If they have questions, if they're going through something, the twinsies can tell you. I used to tell them, well, you should tell your mom, or you guys don't drink. My oldest daughter doesn't drink. There's no need for it. So I feel like if you connect with young people on a personal level and they want to like kind of befriend you, for myself, I feel like it's a good opportunity to either mentor or guide or be available if they have life questions or if they're going through a hard time, to be there for them, help them out. But you really do have to be approachable and not judge.
Yeah.
Because if you judge them, they're not going to want to be around you.
Shut down.
I have a friend, Andrew was going to breakfast with his friend, two of his buddies, and they're in their 20s or whatever. And he's like, Mom, you want to go have lunch with us or have breakfast with us? And I was like, okay. And one of my friends called and she goes, where are you? And I was with her son was there. I go, I'm having breakfast with Andrew and so and so and so and so. She goes, they invite you? I go, yeah. She goes, well, they never invite me. I go, because you judge them and you tell them all kinds of stuff.
Aww.
Your job is just to listen to them talk. If you don't like what they're saying, if you have an opportunity to speak into their life, go ahead. If you don't say anything. Just take it home and pray about it, That's my job. So, anyways, there's my
Becky, we
Hold
have
on.
Hecky.
Gina wants to see some moves.
Well, Becky,
No,
we
it's
have an
not
idea.
happening.
We have an idea for one of your vlogs on your channel. You know how you're always looking for ideas on your channel? Becky, you got to show us some of them moves.
Pop it, girl.
No, I never popped.
Saucy, whatever you're gonna do, man.
I can't pop. I used to break, but I'm too fluffy now to break.
Hey, you've been doing
can do it too. Don't give me that.
You've been doing that yoga and all that stuff, Becky.
I can still spin, but it'll just look like I'm rolling like a caterpillar.
Yeah, she rolls.
If you ever watch
it's all Tootsie Roll.
You know, when you're young and you're all doing the troop or like the ET and the Roger Rabbit, you're all young, it looks good. If you've ever been at a family party and been busting your moves and somebody recorded it and showed you, you're like, you can't even tell I'm moving. You just see my little feet going. I retire.
So let's read out Jose's post.
So Jose said that when he first saw you guys, you were at Disneyland with Juan and Humando. He wanted to see if he can get a shout out. And Becky said hi. That was pretty cool.
So that might have been what turned you guys,
turned them on to you guys,
kept them watching because they thought you guys were cool.
I know on our channel, it might seem annoying. Like if you watch one of our live streams, Josh can be talking. And in the middle of his talking, Josh is dying to talk.
Stop snorting.
He's talked for 2 days.
Hey, he had 3 live streams yesterday. 3 live streams.
I feel like we're on.
And it was all boring stuff.
No, it was good stuff. It was good stuff because I want to ask some of this stuff too.
Yeah. So what I was gonna. Oh no, I forgot.
This is great. What she was gonna say, but I'm not gonna tell her because she forgot.
Wait,
what do you mean? Come on, Josh.
So I had a question for you guys while you think about it, Becky. While you think about it.
I don't even know.
So I mean, I know, Josh, you kind of said that you were, did you say you were spoiled from having an AP pass? And how do you feel, now with the whole AP pass being just abruptly ended? I mean, you knew it was coming, I guess, right? You knew it was coming.
You I have to write down, I remember.
You changed.
Mickey Bunch glitter bombed us.
You just dumped it everywhere.
It's glitter.
What you have to look at it this way. It gives you a new direction to go in, a new opportunity to experience life in a different way. Because sometimes you get caught in these. This is what I do, and this is what I only do. And we've never really liked that with Disney as much, where we had a set. Like some people, they would go every weekend, and that's all they would do.
And that's okay if that's what you love doing.
No, I know. So
just
I'm talking now. Yeah, my turn. I'm gonna speak. No, I'm just kidding. So you do what you want to do, but like sometimes you get in this routine, like I'm going every week, and in my mind, it kind of says maybe you might limit yourself to other fun experiences because you're so dedicated. But if you love it so much and you're doing it, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong at all.
But for us,
but I'm saying, if you get into that routine and just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, and never, you might miss out on other opportunities to do fun things. Like the one thing that this, the lockdown, the quarantine, Disneyland closing down has done was it gave us opportunities to do other things that maybe we wouldn't normally do.
Like Josh would have never went and just sat by a river. Like for me, I can do that.
Yeah.
He would have never went and sat by a river for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours and had lunch there and just sat and enjoyed that. And he found that he really liked it and wants to do it more. Like for me, that's my heaven. If you can get me in nature, I'm loving it. And that was the first time Josh did something like that and he loved it. Can I say what I remember now?
Yes.
What I was going to say is when we're on our streams, if you notice, Josh will be talking. And even though he's talking, I'll be like, hey, what it do, twinsies? Hey, Juan. And he just keeps talking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the people want to be recognized.
Yes.
They're telling you hi. They want you to say hi to them,
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things, like when he said, hey, can I get a shout out? Thank you for watching me. Yeah, I'll shout you out. Hey, hi, Jose. Hey, twinsies, what's up? Of course, you can't let people take over your stream or your vlog, but, I think it's really important to do that. And that's why from when I noticed we start getting new subscribers, I know the subscribers that have been with us for a while, they're already used to me doing that.
Yeah.
But for the new ones, they might think it's rude because I'm interrupting Josh. But it's just what we do. Like Josh already knows I'm going to yell at, and we've talked about it before. He already knows he's talking. I'm going to yell out, "Hi, so-and-so," and he's just going to keep going. And then
we'll continue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you guys have it down pretty well, because we've only live streamed. This is our third on our own, and we were on the Gonzo's one or whatever. But it's super hard to see the comments. Like, I have to rewatch the stream.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, "Why are you rewatching your stream?" I was like, "Because I missed the comments." I was like, "I only read like a few of them here and there because I'm so like focused."
Depending on how many people are on and depending how fast the chat's going.
Yeah, I'm like,
it goes really fast.
And imagine it's just gonna get worse, and not in a bad way, but it's just people are on, and then when the chat, like I think yesterday the chat was just on fire, like it was just on fire.
You had 30 plus people pretty much the whole time, dude.
So
I monitor the chats. That's my job.
Yeah, so I use 2 monitors, and I have YouTube Studio over running the actual where I can see analytics as the stream is going. And so it shows you one thing. It shows you is chat rate. So it shows you how many people are chatting at a given time. And usually if there's 30 people on the stream, you might have a 7 to 10 person chat rate. But we were like, it was like almost a 20. I think it was at 20 at one point where 20 people were chatting at one time, and that's
the same time. Yeah.
Jose said on the stream, or somebody said, like, "Man, this chat's like blowing up." Like that, it's just when it gets to that, it's like, okay, you can't read everything. It's just going too fast, and if you're talking, you can't read and talk. Well,
it's just whatever catches your eye at that moment.
And we're not big to where we have so many flying by that I can't read them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So while Josh is talking or whatever, I try to read every comment just so I know what's going on. And if I recognize people are just talking to each other, it's cool. And then I'll see questions sometimes, but I'll try to wait for the opportune moment to tell Josh to read that question. What I usually do is grab the mouse, and I don't click, but I'll point it to the chat that he should read. And so we've been doing it for so long that's just kind of the process we have now. He's doing his thing, and I'm monitoring. My job is to monitor the chats and keep up with it and try to throw in, when I think he should read a comment, or, I'm not allowed to touch the mouse, but.
Well,
Kiko broke our mouse today.
Oh God, it fell. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be
wireless Logitech, and I was making fun of you for something. It
was karma. Karma paid him back.
And it fell and it busted. Oh well, I'll have to get
Cheers.
another one. But Becky, women are more talented at multitasking, because when I'm talking, like I'm looking at you guys, like I'm looking at Josh. I'm interacting with him. I'm seeing how he's reacting, because I feel like we're just sitting at the hotel talking. Where I'm on that bed and Josh is on the side chair.
Like, chats? What chats?
And we're just talking, and then the ones that I happen to see are the ones that Carla's.
Because I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting my finger over the cursor.
And then I would not be able to chat on my phone. I don't even have it on my phone. She's the one that does that and puts it on the phone and chats. I'm like,
yeah, it's broken.
It is broken?
Look.
I had Jose try it. I was like, maybe it's just my USB messed up on my laptop or whatever. But no, it busted. It's an old mouse. I'll have to get a new. Yeah.
The one thing that I've never done that I'm trying to do now is I would never respond in the chat. I'd kind of just address it, but then sometimes what I'm noticing is it might not require for me to have Josh read it and respond, but at least if I notice they're talking directly to me, then I'll go ahead. I'm trying to get better at that.
I noticed that yesterday on Gonzo's stream.
That takes 3 things to do. Because I'm trying to hear and be involved in what's going on. I'm trying to pay attention to what he's doing, the chat, and then also and
I try to make it easier for us to read the chat. I have right now on this stream right now. Yeah. I have chat in 3 different places in front of me.
And we usually have my phone, so we usually have it in 4 places.
I have it next to my camera, because if I want to read the chat, I want it to kind of look like I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah. That's all I have.
Monitor, and then I have it on a monitor in front of Becky.
And then I usually have my phone, so we usually have it in 4 places. I'm in an angle, so I usually read this one, because if not, I'd be turning this way and I can't see that far. So I'm usually looking this way.
Yeah, because I see you lean in sometimes and like kind of squint to see what you're reading.
Yeah, and it'll look like Josh is really good at looking directly at the camera, but my job
looks like he's looking straight at the camera.
Yeah, so do you guys look that way too, but because my job is to monitor the chats, I'm never looking there. I'm always looking down.
I want to tell her, just look at the blue lights. Just look at the blue lights.
Yeah, but if I look at the blue lights, then I'm not watching the chat. Yeah. So,
well, what my goal is when we get our studio is that.
Oh, you're announcing?
So announce.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you. Are you excited?
So what's going on here? I've only heard tidbits.
Andrew's renting a house.
Yeah, it's not.
I know that.
It's not a bad thing. Our son.
Awesome.
I was working.
Moving out.
He's moving out. It's a good thing. There's no bad vibe. Everything's really good.
Becky instantly defaults to like people are gonna think this is a bad thing. Let me tell you, it's not.
It's awesome.
I default to like our boy's moving out. This is great.
No, because people always ask, well, how come? Or no,
they do.
He's
not a bad thing.
It's awesome. That's good. He's growing up.
Yeah. Our second baby is leaving the nest, and I'm very proud of him. He got this really nice house out in Corona. Yesterday he had the moving van stocked up our whole garage. We can't even move in it with furniture.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. He goes like, yeah, I was working. I'm like, yeah, but Jose was on the stream even though he was working.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's moving out. So the whole entire dining room is now my sewing / crafting studio.
Yeah, the crafting area.
The whole thing. And
or your reflection.
Yeah, isn't that your meditation? Isn't that your meditation?
That's in my room. That's in my room. In a little hall that
this current studio will become her meditation area.
This whole area I'm gonna paint, and it's gonna be a little meditation prayer area. But Josh is going to get the bedroom for a studio. So that room will now become our studio. The dining room will remain my crafting area because it's no way we can get my crafting stuff and the studio in that room. So he's now I'm going to have my working space. He's going to have his working space. And then I'm also going to have this whole area more on the floor than anything else will be now my spot to come and journal and meditate. And I'll probably be doing vlogs on that.
Nice.
Okay.
I had a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, and I never meditated before. And so I started doing that to fall asleep, like putting in the YouTube, like sleep talk downs.
Yeah.
And I started waking up positive. I noticed, I'm waking up like in a good mood. So I'll probably be doing vlogs on my channel on that.
Are you still doing masks, Becky? Are you still kind of doing them as much as you were doing them before?
Yeah, I ordered 20 from her.
Or has it slowed down though? Because I follow you on Instagram.
It's down for a minute, but it's probably picked up again.
Okay.
But I've been so busy decluttering the house, and in all honesty, I got anxiety, and it took me out for I started getting anxiety when we went on vacation.
Hey, VP, welcome.
Hey, VP, what's going on?
Hey, friend. And I couldn't snap out of it. So I did go to the doctor and get, help for it. So my anxiety is now under control, but now I need to snap back into the creative process.
Yeah, Midlife Vibes is on fire right now.
I know. What's up, Kina?
This is what, 4 streams in
24 hours?
Yeah, within 24 hours of each other.
So what happened, Josh? One of the things that happened is that I'm a really creative person, and you guys know I'm like Dory. I got, you know,
you got to go.
I was doing mass from morning to night, and so that's just one repetitive thing.
Yeah,
but it stifled all my other creativity because I want to do other things. So I am going to continue to do mask, probably just not at the volume that I was doing it, because I was doing it morning and night. It was. But I want to start doing ears. I want to do the rug mugs. I want to do some other cool. Because I have so many scraps from all of the masks that I was making. So I want to do some keychains, some rug mugs, maybe some, you can different things.
Look at the bottom of your screen. I think you should be able to see. You can share my screen.
Share screen?
Oh, where did that pop up from?
Look at it. So
that's cool.
Creations right there.
So
yes.
Right here, she's got a mug rugs.
I made you guys some.
Yeah. I have a Dodger one.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah. And then a pot holder too. A pot thingy.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm gonna make some more of those, and I want to make some tortilla
I'll take a tortilla warmer from you.
You should do the warmers.
Why can't I do them in Disney fabric? Why does it? I want to do some sarape ones, but I want to do some Disney fabric ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take one.
Why not?
Yeah.
Add to my order.
Why not? Yeah.
Isn't that little cast iron skillet the best?
Cool.
Did you guys use
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
The Mexican rule is never touch the comal. You'll burn your hand off because you can't tell if it's hot or not.
Yep.
And then you stick it in the oven, right?
Yep.
So I started making those. So I want to start doing some other things.
And you put that on the cast iron skillet. Like I've been cooking our steaks in the cast iron.
He's like, "Where's my?"
Because I'm like, I want to baste it with like the butter.
You need it, huh?
I gotta hold the pan, sideways. Those little handle things are great.
So right now,
I have a question, Becky. I have a question.
Yes.
So you are Mexican. Do you keep your pots and pans in the oven, or do you put them like in the dishwasher, or like somewhere else? Where do you put them? In the cabinets,
everywhere,
like a crazy person, or do they go in the oven?
I have some in the oven, and I have some in the cabinet.
Okay.
But yes, they do go in the oven. I hate the worst part about being Mexican and doing that is that you're gonna turn on the oven to bake or do something.
You have to take all that out. You have to take all that crap out.
I go to stick the enchiladas and I'm like, gosh darn it! And then I have to get my mittens and take out all the pans from the oven.
That burning smell?
Yeah. I'm like, how did you guys not remember? You put the stuff in there.
It's like,
I don't know.
Forever, like you should know it's there.
No, it is so weird, but it's so true because I'm like.
Or you go to get butter and it's carne con chile.
You have so much stuff in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So anyways, another question.
I go to get butter and it's the butter container is full of like carne con chile.
Salsa. He's like, ooh, butter. Oh wait, it's beans.
And then she'll be like, yeah, we got butter. And I'm like, oh, it's not.
Not in this one.
Yeah, the country crock.
And yes, I do keep all the jars from the pasta. They're giving me perfect jars.
Oh my gosh.
Why am I going to buy them?
That typical.
You are, Becky.
I've paid for those jars.
We don't have the mole cups, though.
No.
We don't do the mole cups.
No, I don't do the
I used to.
Perfect. When you make a bunch of chile and somebody comes over and wants to take some of your chile home, you just pour it in the jar and you don't care if you get it back.
Yeah.
I do that.
I
do Ziplocs.
She does. Her thing is Ziplocs.
Yeah.
So all that stuff, like even if she's gonna freeze and stuff,
yeah,
she just puts it in a Ziploc and puts it in there. And I'm like,
yeah.
I've even been known to take off the labels all the time. But I've been known to spray paint the top of the jar lid so that way they don't know what it was. So like it's turquoise or black or whatever.
Oh, you decorate the dang lids? Come on.
Yeah.
And then she'll take the jars down and she'll put the chalk paint on the side so that
my God.
Are you that bored?
Dude, Becky, come on. Who cares if it says Prego? Who cares?
You know what? Andrew posted it on Instagram. You know the exercise cups that have the little
shaker thing?
The shaker cups, yeah.
You know how the ones that have the plastic on there?
Yeah.
Instead of the ball? Instead of the ball? So my tata's chile, he says don't use a spoon because something about the spoon breaks apart the elasticity from the salsa, right? Mm-hmm. So he used to just pour it out of a jar. But, I get I have a shaker cup. Every time I make my tata's chile, I put it in there and then I got chalk paint and I blacked it out and then I put tata's chile in a gold paint pan. And my son goes, only my mom would take a healthy shaker cup and put salsa in it. But you know what? Because you can shake it and then you can pour the salsa and just close it up.
Well, I have an idea for you, Becky, and I've actually been meaning to tell you this.
I'm going to write it down.
So I've started to go to the gym, but it's outdoor. They make us go outdoor, right? But everyone has masks. I don't have a workout mask. I just wear like a surgical white or black or whatever mask. I go, I need a workout mask or something like that with some weights on it, something, you know what I mean? So I people, because we see each other, what everybody's wearing, you know what I mean? Some people wear sports teams, some people, whatever. But I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if I had like a little some workout, you know what I mean? Mask.
And with like some weights on it?
Something, yeah, right? Something. Because I go and
you got a cricket.
Everybody has to make them. Everybody has to use them.
On it or something.
everybody has to use them. You know,
Like, I bench 350, bro.
No, not like that, bro. Like, do you even lift, bro, or something, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
something, right? Something stupid, because
Nice squats.
when you're walking around, you know what I mean? That's a good form, bro, or something. You know, like we're walking around and we're all with masks.
Armed and dangerous.
Yeah, something, right? You know what I mean? Oh,
little arrows.
can't ban these guns. You know, stuff
All right,
like that.
I got you.
It's an idea, you know what I mean?
What if everybody
Just saying,
Yeah.
when we started, it was up here.
Josh knows what's up. He knows what's up.
I want the Knott's Berry Farm entrance, Kiko and Carla.
Sorry.
Oh, no comment.
Hey, this is on stream, guys. We know the rules. We don't talk about that. We know the rules.
Now there's rules.
She-
And we know the rules. We're not talking
Josh
about
knows the rules.
Oh, but
Hey, I got that on film.
We don't record
all right,
nothing. Hey, Becky, in the Knott's hotel rooms,
No.
we don't record nothing.
In the hotel, we didn't record,
No.
but walking to the park, we recorded.
Oh yeah,
What happens at Knott's stays
yes,
at
stays at Knott's. Yes.
We're big on that. Like, if we're gonna hang out with friends, we had a no recording rule, like at our house, because that's our time to unwind and
Exactly.
be friends, and not everything has to be recorded. You know,
And it's not you're not hiding anything, but you're just, you're hanging out, you know?
you're having out. It's a good time.
Yeah. They're always having a good time when there's squirt and tequila.
And there's
So another question for you guys is:
We're not doing Terramana because it wasn't open.
It
This
wasn't
one was
open. This one was already open, so might as well kill the bottle. You know how.
yeah, might as well.
What the hell?
You
Just
need
kill
a
it.
new one. You need a new one.
So this has more to do, I guess, with Becky. How long do you think masks are going to be used, Becky, and stuff like that? Because I kind of have an idea that
I think
masks are kind of be here for a while.
2022, I think. But I think what this has done with the masks, I think that it has taught us that if we're sick and we have to go to work, we should wear a mask.
You know what's funny is that the chinitos from my IT department were wearing masks in like November, December during
Oh yeah,
flu.
well, remember we've always seen them.
So
going to
I
other
started
places.
ordering masks from them from Amazon during that time, and I was wearing it with them.
And you were kind of weird because some people were like,
And everyone was looking at me crazy.
like, why?
Because I was in the office because I'm in the office literally in the middle of the call center.
Yeah.
Well, look
Carla,
at
at my work, at my work, I'm in the call center right before, or
Good job.
maybe it was COVID. Except for Becky, mask. You didn't say tech talk for Josh. So when right before, like they started putting everybody, on furlough, everybody in my department sounded like they were hacking up a lung. It sounded like a hospital work. And I was like, well, at least I'm in this little office away from, the door's still open. But then one of the girls came, she goes, my throat hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Her throat was hurting. And then she started hacking up and then she had to leave. And then I got really sick. And when I went back to work, they sent us all home. But I think the mask for me, it has taught me, maybe I should be wearing it. If I have a cold or a flu, why should I go get everybody sick? Go to the store wearing it or go, to work. I think it's changed the norm, but I literally think we're going to have to be wearing these masks till 2022 minimum.
And then
Don't mind me. I'm just taking my shirt off.
Party! Yeah!
It got hot in here already.
What are you doing?
He's looking at me all crazy because I was wearing a long sleeve and a shirt.
Yeah.
What's going on?
no, so but with the mask too,
Could
though,
you screenshot that? Wait, Kiko, keep drinking.
God.
It's a part. I'm sorry, Carla and Kiko's crowd. If you guys are not used to this.
I can make a cover that.
I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? What are you doing?
if they're this is the best.
Hey, Disney Baker.
What's
Hey,
up?
The Disney Baker.
This is the best flu season we've ever had. Like as far as people not getting the flu.
Yeah,
True.
true.
So flu is pretty much almost non-existent, and they're saying this is because people are wearing masks and practicing social distancing, that the spread of the flu is not happening, you know?
Because we've always seen, you know what I mean, especially when the tour groups and stuff like that came to San Francisco or whatever, a lot of Asians and stuff like that, they were always wearing masks, and we're always just like, well, that's before all of this stuff was going on. And we're like, why are they wearing, masks? It's not that polluted over here, you know what I mean? But it's nothing to do with the pollution. It's what to do with spreading the germs and all that stuff. So I know for me, I've gotten used to wearing them.
It doesn't
wear them at work
at all.
No. And they have a culture of
because
that.
the masks are so awesome.
And that's probably why we have more. I don't know if that's statistically correct, but we probably normally have more flu cases than they do. Because we're not protecting ourselves.
Oh, you messed up my heart.
Dang, what happened?
You're going for rock star hair. Right now. Rock star hair.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So
your goatee get a little long too, huh?
It's getting Josh like, no, not even close.
So every day at the office, Becky, there's the girls in the call center. They come up to me and they're like, "What masks do you have on today?" Yeah, I want to see, because every day you come in with a different mask.
I'm just gonna send you a whole bunch of them.
We get compliments all the time. We get compliments all the time.
And just ordered like another 20.
I am seriously not doing this to toot my own horn, but my masks are breathable. Once you pinch it,
they're comfortable.
Your lips aren't all up on it, and you can breathe. And Carla, you're gonna have to let me know, because I literally forgot to send you the little thing.
Oh, that's fine.
We don't
really use those. So you're fine.
I made some a little bit bigger for you, so
I'll
just put them in the mail.
Only for AJ. AJ are the ones where I have to put them on, but other than that,
they're pretty.
We're good.
They're pretty much to the size.
Okay, I'll send them anyways. But just to let you know, I forgot to put them in there. But
Andrea. Andrea says
we have the ones from the last ones that you sent.
Andrea says
very good. And mine are breathable, but I've also seen people that have the ones that aren't like. And the reason why I continue to make the pleated ones, because I like that you can adjust it, but I've seen the not pleated ones. I see a lot of people always picking them up.
Yeah.
Like the not pleated ones, they look really cool, but they're always picking up. Now you guys tell me, since Carla is one of my biggest customers.
Yeah, she is.
Salud,
salud,
Josh. There you go. There it is.
What do you think if I were to make them half and half? You know how like the non-pleated ones where they do one pattern? Like let's say I did Coco and Sarape.
Ooh.
Okay. As long as it goes together. I think as long as it goes together.
Josh doesn't like it, but I'm intrigued.
I'd have to see it.
Have you seen the non-pleated ones like that? My friend does it. She'll do like she'll do Frida, and then like the little avocado print.
Oh, something like that. Okay.
Or she did like I gave her some fabric.
But you'd have to sew the fabric down the middle then.
I gave her some fabric. She took a black, which I don't know if I showed, but I have some black material that has rainbow hearts, and then a rainbow pattern. Like I have this regular rainbow. So she took it I gave her some for her friend, where she's gonna do, because she does non-pleated, she's gonna do the rainbow hearts and then the rainbow. So what do you think I should try it? I'll send you some and you tell me what you think.
I'd be gonna try it out. Yeah.
See what it is.
It gives it a little more character up in the front. You know, you got it just gives it a little bit more character, but they generally do that on the non-pleated, but I can easily do it on a pleated. I mean, it's not hard.
Did you see my text? I totally like blinked out and sending you
my phone. I forgot it and I didn't want to go and get it since I was being Mexican. Even though it was 2 minutes early.
You're good. I was just giving you a hard time.
So this is more of a Josh question, I guess. So now that you've pretty much seen the response from Disney to saying, all right, APs are done. And you obviously
Stop bringing up the AP. You're going to make him cry.
I'm not going to make him cry. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about the Knott's response. How Knott's is like, I got you. You know, we'll cover whatever days. It'll roll over, blah, blah, blah.
Can I just say applause to Knott's for doing that? Because that is amazing.
Right?
Knott's have been stepping up their game.
Knott's in Disney, it's like it's two different worlds, I guess you could say, when it comes to attendance. Disneyland is 24/7 every day, you know, they have attendance like up the yin yang.
Yeah.
Knott's Berry Farm, though, on when kids are in school, because they have a much younger crowd that goes to Knott's. When kids are in school, the park's pretty empty. So they understand the importance of annual season pass holders for them. And they realize, like, well, it was almost like they were just throwing shade at Disneyland. But it was a great opportunity. What a smart business thing is to say,
their PR.
You know what? You can't get your annual pass over here. We got you. Just get your season pass here. Just keep coming here. We got you because you're important.
They have to be seeing people go, Disney did this, but Knott's has been giving us this.
Knott's has been killing.
Doesn't it feel like that though, Becky? Doesn't it feel like that in general though? Like Disneyland says, we're not going to let you eat. Oh, but come over here to our tasting thing. You know what? I'm not, maybe not exact time frames.
Yeah.
But look at the tasting events at Knott's. Weren't they freaking awesome?
Yeah, and then they're like, and Knott's is like, Disneyland's like, and I'm not trying to bag on Disneyland, but I'm just saying this is how most people feel. Is Disneyland's like saying, no, we're not letting people into the parks.
Just buy merch.
We're not letting people into the parks to eat food and to do stuff. And originally, not even to buy merch, nothing. And Knott's was like, you know what? We're going to open up our park for you to come and eat and enjoy yourself. And you can buy some stuff too.
And no water either.
And then they were like, you know what? We're going to open up the whole damn park for you. Just you can't go on the rides.
The whole park.
We're going to decorate signs.
Yes.
Decorate it.
Halloween.
But you know what?
Wasn't it awesome?
Knott's has always, but here's the thing, you guys. Knott's has always had awesome food. Not all their food.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Knott's has always had awesome food at their food festivals.
I was going to correct myself.
Because they have theme park food when it comes to their regular food, besides their barbecue.
Their barbecue, and when they do their
Disneyland blows them away when it comes to regular food.
Disneyland blows them away on a daily basis with the park food. Disneyland blows them away. But Knott's is barbecue, and when Knott's has a food event, their food is awesome and they're big portions, and it's always been that way with their food events. And you know what we found out too is they've been refining it and getting better at it as they do. They're listening to their people.
I felt that, Becky. I felt that, like when we were kind of complaining that this wasn't right or whatever.
And then
the next time they said, "Oh, okay, we got you," and they just made it up. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe. Can you guys believe that we never been to a tasting event at Knott's before?
Yes, I can, because a lot of people haven't, especially
never done it.
Especially people that are Disney fanatics, they won't do it, right?
I've been to Knott's in like 10 years before.
They just love Disney so much Hold on, let me finish. They love Disney so much that they just keep going back, right? They just keep going back. I am so like, if you can take positives out of this COVID experience, I am so happy for Knott's Berry Farm right now, because they have gotten so much good reviews, and people that couldn't go to Disneyland said, hey, you know what? Well, let me come here and try this. And they're like, oh, this is awesome. Mike and Carrie had never been to Knott's until we took them to the food event. And they're like, this is great. You know, and I think even Kiddo and them and Juan hadn't really been going. And then, you know, when we went and Yaya's went and they started going, and they're like, hey, this is pretty cool. You know, not that we turned them on to it, but I'm just saying. So what I think one of the great things that has come out of this is that Knott's has gotten some recognition for how they care about their people and how they care about providing us, not just, they're providing this experience. And so I think it's good for Knott's.
What a great opportunity for them to show what they can do. But this is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying, like, we have you when you're a Disneyland season pass holder and you get into that routine of, I'm going here every weekend, or I'm going here every day off I have. I'm going to Disneyland, because I have my season pass. I'm going. And
there's nothing wrong with it.
But then this kind of showed people when they couldn't go to Disneyland that there are other options out there, that you can have a variety. And so maybe you, like, because we've been season pass holders for Knott's and Disneyland, you know, and so we try to do both, you know, and Knott's has stepped up their game with that. But I think this showed a lot of people who were in love with Disneyland and said, hey, Knott's Berry Farm isn't that oddball park down the road. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do there, and there's a lot of good times that can be had there. And so I think in the future, even if the annual passes do come back, or a new membership program, like they say, will come, a lot of people will probably get an a season pass for Knott's Berry Farm that maybe wouldn't have before, because of what they've done for them during this time frame, and say, Wow.
We like Knott's
A
now.
lot of experience.
And
Yeah.
it's not to compare
That's
one.
us.
And it's
Not
not.
knocking Disney, but we like Knott's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not to compare
Well,
one
you
to
can't
the
compare
other.
the two to each other.
Because Disney is magical. Disney's food is on point.
Well-
like, you know, it's just they're two separate identities, but Knott's has a lot to offer. They're really good to their people. You know, they have good events. They put on good shows.
It feels more personal at Knott's since it's smaller and all that stuff.
More intimate.
It feels more like intimate.
Yeah, and you know, you
It
can
is
go
more
like
business.
You know, you can go and talk to the mayor, and the mayor's going to talk
Yes,
to you
McCheese.
for a while.
Juanito.
They're going to talk to you. You know, like they'll have that interaction with you where you might not get that at Disneyland because there's so many people.
Yes.
Yeah, unless you're in a meet and greet format. But this was just like crowd passing. But they were able to do that during this pandemic, and it was like, oh, that was really cool.
what's the event
you know?
that we went to that Chanel got to be a lawyer and they were just getting a kick out of it?
Ghost Town Live.
Ghost Town Live. It's so interactive. They bring all the people out into the little, like when you go look at the jail and stuff, and it's so interactive.
They send you on missions to go like do things like the seamstress or whatever sends you like, you know what, I want to take an ad out in the paper. Can you deliver a message for me to the newspaper? And then they write down a little message and they have the kids go take it to the newspaper place. The newspaper place reads it and goes, oh yeah, she over here at the dress shop wants to put an ad here and blah blah blah.
I love
So-
kiddo. Look at kiddo.
So Josh and Becky,
Gosh, hi.
so you guys went to all the events, right? You guys went to all the tasting events pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you feel COVID wise? Because I mean, I can tell you my side, but I want to hear your guys' side first. COVID wise, you know, interaction, serving food, being around tables. What was your thoughts?
I felt. Can I go if I go real
Can I
fast?
just say,
Hi,
wow,
Emily.
17 people on the stream right
Hey, if
now.
you
Awesome.
guys
Thank Thank you, guys.
if you guys didn't hit the like,
19.
Thank you.
Hit the like button. Sorry, I'm putting my hair up. I'm getting a little
you know what?
warm.
I said this
warm
before,
from the
but
drinks.
again. I felt very safe there. I felt more
Yes.
safe at Knott's Berry Farm than I felt going to the grocery store, than I felt going to Costco or Walmart, which I didn't go to Walmart. You know, I felt very safe because they were on their game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love your hair like that, Frank.
Well, with the capacity
This
limits,
is my drunk face.
I almost did a pump for you, friend. I was gonna do a pump because I was coming on your show.
and they were forcing the rules, and everyone was pretty much respectful of that. And and you just have to remember when you go to these type of things during this time frame, just we have to be the bigger people, and if someone gets in our space, we just kind of have to move aside.
But
And,
we didn't
you know,
have to because people were doing it for you.
Yeah.
We're
It
like,
was really good. It was really well.
put your mask up. You can't drink here, and they weren't rude about it.
Yeah.
I do know some experiences at, I don't know how I'm going to word this. Some people at Disney reminding you to put on your mask or something like that, maybe a little more
Aggressive.
than at. I felt at Knott's they told me what to do, but I didn't feel like kind of upset about it.
It was a friendly
Yeah.
It was a friendly reminder. At Disney, I felt like it was like, put it on.
Smack
You know what
down.
I mean? So once again, not knocking.
You know what? Did they
Fucking
look you in
Disney.
the eye, Kiko? Did they
I
look
don't
you
know
in
what
the-
it was. I'm just telling you,
Or
man.
did they go like this to you, Kiko? Did they go like this to you and they told you put your mask on?
The message.
Oh, no. Oh, no, that'd be stepping a line, Becky. You know that something would come out.
Yeah.
That's different.
And
I
it's
love
Something
that
would
you
come
know.
out.
I love that you know what I'm
If you go
talking
like
about.
that, if you go like that, you're not saying what's up, then you know what's up.
I love that you know that.
Oh, come on, man. I know that.
hey, but it was just how they delivered the message. You
Yeah.
know?
You know, and
Yeah.
like I said, just the decorations. I mean, let's just compare Christmas tree to Christmas tree. You know, downtown Disney, blue, little.
Hey, you guys are at 106 subscribers.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Nice.
Kiddo.
What-
Let's compare the Christmas tree at Knott's. You know, just Knott's to Disney there.
And I agree with you. Like Disneyland opened up Buena Vista Street, and they threw up a little bit of garland on the street, but nothing else really.
They didn't even put
And,
lights
like,
on the garden.
Knott's during their Christmas craft fair, they were not selling anything in Camp Snoopy. There was nothing to purchase there, but yet they still decorated it so you could go walk through it and enjoy it and have a good time. they had no need to do that because there was no shopping there at all, but they still did it.
Josh, I love that you look at the camera. You're like running for president here. You're like,
they did it for us.
I was so disappointed with Buena Vista Street, California Adventures at Disney. For the decoration. Yeah. I was so disappointed with the lack of decoration because the decoration at Knott's was, oh my God, it was unbelievable.
I'm sorry, I was just pointed backlot. It was just a swap meet. A Disneyland swap meet.
And they even had the stands outside, remember?
I was just waiting for them to sell me an elote or or give me a michelada or something.
I love a bacon covered hot dog.
Bacon wrap.
That's what Disneyland does for us when the park is open and all the stuff, and they have the money to do such great things. But when Knott's isn't a huge park, they don't have a huge income like Disneyland. But when they went out of their way for us during these events that they didn't have to do, and then when Disneyland it's just I have a bad taste. And Becky says you got to stop talking about it, but I can't. I just have a bad taste when they opened up Buena Vista Street for us and didn't do anything. I really felt like I told you I felt like they just want us to buy merch and that's it. They're buying us merch, but they don't want to put any cost into it. They don't want to have any
effort, Josh. It's not even the cost; it's the effort.
Hi, Emily.
It was like
Josh was really disappointed when they didn't put up the tree or lights on.
Yes,
it was very minimal, so that was disappointing because of what Knott's did. But can I answer VP?
Yeah,
VP, some of the cast members shouldn't be there though. They have definitely lost their magic, but it's because of how many people don't follow the rules. And VP, I'll tell you this, VP, especially in California.
Yes,
in California,
especially in Walt Disney World because they're getting tourists from places that don't believe in masks.
No, but even in California, especially SoCal, people do not want to wear the mask, and people feel entitled, and they're being rude to the cast members, which I think is totally wrong. Because I would say at least 98% of the cast members at Disneyland are magical.
Yep.
You might like I've had some bad experiences, but the amount of bad experiences that I've had of cast members is far and few. So it's hard. You're trying to follow your company's rules. Your company's asking you to do these things. You're trying, and then people can't even be respectful to you, and they want to be rude, and they want to, challenge you and give you an attitude. So that's hard, especially if these people are minors or young adults. What I mean? So I agree with you, VP.
But like Disneyland is a destination place, so if you don't like the rules, don't go.
Yeah, they don't have to be there. If you don't want to wear your mask, don't go. People stay home. Go.
They don't. It's not like they hide the rules from everybody in advance. They're there. They're posted. You know what you have to do.
So if you're going to Disneyland or downtown Disney, or you're going to Walt Disney World, if you want to go there, you have to follow their company policies. And you know what? It's not fair to the cast members to be rude to them.
And remember,
it's not nice. It's just not nice.
Yeah, and they're doing what they're doing because they're required by the state to do it. If they
It's the only way they can stay open, Josh. You know that. It's the only way.
If they allow everybody to walk around without a mask, even though they said you have to wear a mask,
hi, happily ever, JD,
and a health inspector shows up there, and they're not enforcing it, they can shut it down.
Can I say it's been so nice to see all the new friends here, to see them on our channel.
Yes.
Welcome, new friends.
Welcome and cheers.
Make sure you subscribe, guys.
And hit the like button.
Happily ever, Yadi, she said thank you because we gave
it Yadi or Yadi?
What is it? Yadi?
Yadi or Yadi?
Is it Yadi?
Yadi?
One if it's Yadi, two if it's Yadi.
Like white boy says Yadi.
Nice Yadi.
It's like Tio versus Tapatio.
Tapatio. I have a question for Josh again. Another question for Josh. Yeah. I don't know how many times you actually went to downtown Disney and all that stuff. But how did you feel? How did you feel going to Knott's for free?
Hey, Sammy G.
To just be able to walk around, go get food, do whatever you want. but have to go pay $10 to park at Simba.
Oh my
To go
god.
to downtown Disney and not be able to do like
That's why we're not going.
just to go
Question for me.
shop.
For me.
Well,
Doesn't
look
work
at
at the
Carla in her eyes, and because we know we talked about something, and
Well, whether you parked and paid $10 at the Anaheim Hotel, or you parked and paid $10 at downtown Disney.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem: is downtown Disney is like a mall right now without offering any food. There's nothing special
or drinks
about it right now. Yes, you get some music overhead and stuff, but I don't feel like I should pay $10 to go shopping and not a full Disney experience. Now I understand that normally when the parks were open and downtown Disney, there was a fee to go to downtown Disney, but it was more magical. There was more going on. There was food. There was snacks. There was all these things you could do and just hanging out in the vibe. Now you can't eat or drink or do any of that stuff. You're just going to buy merch. So the perfect example was when she said, "Oh, they still sell the gingerbread cookie.
I was gonna go.
I want to go get the Minnie Mouse gingerbread cookie." And I was like, "So you're going to pay $10 to park, $6 for so you're going to pay $16 for a cookie?"
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Did you say that's partly my fault?
No, that wasn't your fault yet. That was before you.
Oh, that was before? Okay.
Spill your beans, Carla. Tell Josh what I'm supposed to do.
So, Josh,
it makes no sense.
It's their channel. Let them talk.
No, that's fine. You guys are our guests.
I was just kidding. I was kidding, babe. Give me a kid.
I don't talk to you no more. I ain't talking to you no more.
Yeah.
Josh, real quick. So, Josh, I asked Becky the other day, I go, if you go to downtown Disney, I'll pay half of your parking. Can you get me this purse?
Here's what didn't make sense.
The new purse.
Here's what didn't make sense. I'll pay half of your parking and buy you lunch.
And buy you lunch, yes. I forgot about that. Yes.
Why wouldn't you just
half your parking and I'll buy you lunch if you buy me.
It would have been cheaper to just say $10 for parking. I'll pay for the parking.
Yeah, I'm like,
where's she gonna get?
And I could just go directly in, get your purse, and come out.
Yeah, you lost out on that deal.
Even if I gave you $50, it's still cheaper.
You didn't even tell me where I had to eat lunch at.
So whatever it was, Josh, it's like what I recall when we went and kind of hung out at downtown Disney. It was like you guys were kind of on a date night. You know what I mean? Because you guys went to the Uber bar, you guys did your thing, you guys were shopping. It was more like a date feel. Now it feels like more of a mall. You're just going there to shop. And you can't get no food, but you're paying for parking. And you're paying for parking.
But you know what sucks?
It's a different feel.
You know what sucks for Josh and I?
We never had to pay for parking before because we had free parking.
No, that's not what sucks for us. What sucks for us is that we're not merch people.
We don't buy
if you look at our channel, other than me buying ears, we're not merch people. Like if you watch our channel, we're not merch people. I'll show you the merch because I get excited because it's cute, but we're not merch people. We're food people and drink people. Like we want to talk about all the new alcoholic beverages that are. You've seen us do pub crawls at downtown Disney.
But even right now, like I wouldn't mind going to downtown Disney just to hang out, but I'm not going to pay $10 just to hang out
because we're not buying anything.
You know, so it doesn't make sense to me. Like, where I can go to Knott's Berry Farm Marketplace and hang out for free.
Like we didn't mind the $10 when we went and we got some food and we sat there and just enjoyed the park, and then we got more food, and then I made Josh go to what is it called? I always call it McCarthy Circle.
Carthay Circle.
I have to tell myself it's not McCarthy and it's Carthay. So when we went
McCarthy,
but then it's worth for us. It's worth paying $10 because we eat and drink and we sit and relax. Now, for people that buy merch, $10 might be worth it to you to go and shop.
Well, it depends on how much merch you buy because
depends on how much you buy, right? Because if you're buying one thing,
Carla,
it's not worth it.
You gotta hang through this whole live stream.
Hi, I'm Carla. I'm a shopaholic at Shop Disney.
Yeah, see, for Carla, it works because she's going to spend $300 shopping anyway. So what's $10?
Well, as long as I have Juanita with me.
So here's my deal. This is what I tell people. You can't guilt people on where they're spending money because everybody spends it differently. Some people spend it at Disney. Some people spend it on shoes. Some people spend it on eating.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna knock anybody.
You know,
for what they
everybody
spend their money
spends their money differently. So whatever works for you works for you. But because we're not merch people, we go for the food. We're not going to pay $10 to just go and sit there.
I felt that like, okay, so when Downtown Disney opened up and the restaurants were opening up and all that stuff was open, I was like, okay, I understand why they're charging $10 because that's what they charged before. Well, they charged by an hour rate, but you could get some validation. But so I understood why they were doing that.
Your phone, can you unlock it?
But no, hold on. But
he said no.
But now that you can't do all that stuff,
yep,
shouldn't they take away the parking?
Hold back the $10 parking and say, you know what?
For now, rescind it.
But so we're going to give it to you for free, especially in season right now. Nobody's buying Christmas gifts or anything like right now. So
well, that's what I was going to tell Becky. I said when we go down, you know, to Downtown Disney, remember we don't have it down the street from us.
So we would go down because we're friends and I can be really open with you. I really want to just go to the park and get you, you know, get it for you. But then I'm also kind of afraid for the COVID shit because of what just happened with John.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So no, but I'm on the fence because I'm not that afraid, but I'm kind of afraid. And so I might just do it. But if I don't, just know the anxiety got the best of me. But I want to just go and do it because I know how much it would mean to you. And I love you so much. And you would totally do it for me. And I know that I have no hesitation with that. Because me and Carla love each other. We're friends.
It just felt, I'll be honest with you, that the difference for what happened during this whole time frame was it felt like Disney was kind of doing a little bit of a cash grab. And it felt like Knott's was doing we want to keep you coming back to our parks. And we want to give you a great experience during this time frame. Even though we understand Knott's is a business. They were making a lot of money off of this. Don't get me wrong. But I felt like they were doing it the right way. I felt like they were like, hey, we're doing this for you. We're going to go a little extra. We're going to have some characters up high where they can't, you can't get too close to them. We're going to give you a lot of decorations. We're going to give you a great experience where I felt like, and some people who love merch, they were fine with Disneyland and the way they did it was, you know what? We just want you to come buy more merch. You know what? We're going to open up the backstage to give you more merch. You know what? We're going to open up this area to give you more merch. It just felt like it was such a merch thing.
Same merch. I have to do it for her.
Timeless style. Oh, you got that?
No.
It's the Valentine's one that I want to get.
I'm just going to spray myself with Lysol when I come home.
So Josh, would you say, that Knott's was looking more of a long-term relationship to build it? I feel it was. Because now I'm a fan of Knott's and I want to be a part of Knott's APs or whatever they call them. I don't know, season passes, whatever they call them. And with Disney, it was more of a wham bam kind of thank you, ma'am. You came, you shopped, bye.
Yeah, and I'll be honest
with you. Flat out, he said we need to be
thank you, ma'am.
Members.
Season pass
whatever.
Yeah, with Disney, it's always been a merch grab, but they were able to kind of hide it within the magic of everything else. Because they are very merch oriented, and rightfully so. They're a business; they should be. If they can sell it, sell it. But it just felt like during these times,
their merch is hella cute.
Yes, so it just felt like during these times that you didn't have all that other stuff. So it just felt like they were pushing us to buy merchandise. Where not, it really felt like they were like, "Come be part of our community. Come enjoy the time."
It felt welcoming.
You know what? Even though we can't have food, we're going to keep the park open for the Christmas craft fair.
The hotel's open, for during all the events and stuff like that. Yeah. That was, we got that kind of idea from you guys and the Yayas, because we had stayed at a hotel down the street because it sucked. We didn't even think about it. And then once we stayed at that hotel, it was like, yes, we can walk right over. We can come take a midday break. Josh can take his midday nap.
We can take our midday breaks.
Yes. We can barely walk back to the park.
Okay, since we're talking about this, is it ghetto if I text my daughter and tell her to bring us more White Claws?
No!
We've been telling Andrea to bring us more stuff.
Bring it on! I keep snapping at Andrea and I'm like, I need more soda. I need more squirt. I need more this. But almost done with the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm going to say help. Need more White Claw.
It just
SOS.
it felt like, and it was weird saying that. It felt like Knott's cared more about us.
Yes.
And normally I would have said, normally it feels like Disney does a lot of stuff to make that experience so magical and so
make it magical.
Huge fireworks shows and Fantasmic and parades. But it just, for me, and this is just me talking, it just felt different.
I think Disney does care about us. I don't want to be that much of a butt.
To a certain extent.
Yeah. I think they care as long as we can stop.
I do agree. I do agree that Knott's provided more of an experience, provided something for us, and showed us love in the time when we needed to be loved on, right?
Yeah.
And
Knott's gave us hugs.
I totally understand what you're saying, but I can't say that Disney doesn't care about us. But I will agree with you and say it felt like we're just going to give you merch because we need to make the revenue. But Knott's was like, you know what? We're going to open up the doors. They really thought out of the box.
I mean, they were giving us a free Christmas ornament, like what? Like they didn't have to.
Was that not crazy when they messaged us and said, we're going to give you a free ornament, just pick it up?
So I want to make Knott's kind of personal and stuff like that to me. I think what really happened is that Knott's found the way to my heart through my stomach.
Yeah.
Which I have to give it up to Carla. She's a great cook. You know what I mean?
Heart is through his stomach.
And that is one of the main reasons why, you know what I mean? It just sparked everything with us, and it just kept it going. And he did it. No worries. Go ahead, Becky. Go ahead.
I do feel.
I have a chance to talk.
I feel what Josh says.
I'm excited.
You've been talking,
I'm
dude.
just joking.
Well, I do feel what Josh is saying. I totally agree. And people, I just want to let the audience know, you might not understand where we're coming from if you've never experienced Knott's. And the reason why we say this is because Knott's is kind of like the underdog of the situation. People are like, oh, their theming's not as great, and this is not as great. But you know what? They don't have as much money, and they keep it simple and homey. I love going to Knott's just for Ghost Town, because when I want to go to the country and I can't do it here, I can go to Knott's. I love just being in Ghost Town because of the old buildings and everything. So Knott's, it's like the underdog. They're not as big as Disney. They don't have as much money as Disney.
And they're down the street.
They can't give you everything that Disney goes. You go, oh, their park is a little dirtier, or oh, they don't have this on point. Well, no, they don't. But they're like
more homey.
Yeah, it's like family.
It's right, Becky.
It's like family, and it's like you feel at home, and they're gonna love on you. Look, it's COVID time, and you know what? We love you. We understand that you don't have Disney. We understand you don't have Disney right now, but we're gonna open our doors to you. Come in, come on, come all. Hey, vote for Becky for president 2022.
Yes.
So when we went to the Christmas Crafts Village with Juanito and you guys, right?
Yeah.
We met you guys there. We surprised you guys there because you guys didn't know we were going to go.
We drove overnight.
Literally left at like 1 a.m. to get there on time. So we got there on time. We went there. We shopped. We did our thing. Then we went with Juanito and Becky over to DCA, Downtown Disney. And then we came back to Knott's. And I was wearing my Disney Spirit jersey. And one of the Knott's security was like, what are you wearing? You're wearing the wrong thing. So I told him, I was like, oh, we were here earlier, and then we went over to Disney, so I changed, and now we're back over here. And he was like, so what are they doing over there? And I go, oh, well, they're charging us $10 for shopping. He said, what? They're charging $10 for shopping?
They couldn't believe it, Josh.
They could not believe it. I said, yeah, exactly.
And to not let you
shop.
To not let us drink water. And I'll be honest,
I was parched.
We were there for, a couple hours.
We were there for
and
like
just
4 hours.
Walking, and you had the mask on.
It was warm.
There's moisture going on. And you know how it is. And we're like, wow, it's really weird not being said, have a sip of water if you need a sip of water.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about an alcohol. I'm not talking about a soda. I'm not talking about churro. I'm talking about a sip of water. No. You know,
Yeah.
it was really weird. You know what I mean? And it felt weird, to be honest. You know. So, anyways, I've heard a couple of things. Not that I have a second with Josh here. So I've heard a lot of people kind of saying when Disneyland reopens for APs or whatever, that some people are just going to jump ship and go to Knott's. What are your thoughts?
No, I think that the people who can afford Disney, well, now there's rumors that maybe the payment plan might not exist in the future too. So that means some people might not be able to afford Disneyland passes, because a lot of people can only afford Disneyland passes because of the payment plan. You know, but I don't think you're going to find Disney fans jumping ship if they're able to get a pass at Disneyland when they bring them back. But what I do think is happening is that more people will get Knott's Berry Farm season passes for sure than would have before. You know, I think that Knott's made a lot of fans. You know, there was a lot of, we saw a huge shift in, there was way more YouTubers at Knott's Berry Farm than there's ever been.
That was my next go-to.
Yeah, ever. So they're so they got so much advertising from these YouTube. These are all, almost all of them are Disney YouTubers, are now showing you what Knott's has to offer. So I think a lot of they're like, oh well, these, you know, and people follow, you know, what people do on YouTube. A lot of people will go do that. So a lot of people are going to be like, you know what? They're going to Knott's Berry Farm a lot. I'm going to get a season pass. You know, I'm still going to get my Disney pass, but I'm going to get this. Now we'll see what the memberships look like at Disney. We have no idea. So it's going to be interesting. But you know what I was doing? I was looking at something earlier. And this might be interesting. It might not be, but they say there's over 1 million season or annual pass holders for Disneyland, right?
Over 1 million. That's what I saw.
The average price was $500. That's 500 million. That's $500 million a year that they make in just selling the pass. That's not including the food, the drinks, the parking, everything else that they get, the merch sales that they get from these pass holders. They get $500 million in guaranteed income for that. So for them to cancel that, I mean, it's a huge hit for them. But with the park capacity limits, they can't, you know, accommodate those people. But I think for sure that we'll see some sort of annual pass come back in the future, maybe in a different format, because the revenue for Disneyland, that's a lot of money. If you have $500 million just in the pass itself, you have easily over $500 million in sales and food and all that. You know, you're making over $1 billion off of these people for sure. You know, and then you would think, okay, there was another stat that was saying like they think that maybe 60% of the people that go on a daily basis to Disneyland are annual pass holders. So
capacity. This is for capacity, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And so let's say if you had 50,000 people go to Disneyland, you know, what is it? 25% or 30%, 30,000.
Yeah, it'd be like 30.
You know, I mean, that's crazy. So they have to kind of get rid of the annual pass holders to be able to handle the capacity limit and stuff like that. But they're going to really see, like, in the end, how important the annual pass holders are as these capacity limits increase and stuff like that, that they're going to still need them because they are such a big part of the revenue. Yeah, they don't spend as much as tourists, but they do spend, you know, and I can tell you that because I'm one of them, you know.
Yeah.
The people lining up for popcorn buckets are all annual pass holders. They're not tourists, you know.
Bernie.
So I saw a thing, I think on Cali Bay, one of them channels.
The kiddos.
Somebody did the math, and they said if you bought a park hopper once a week for the year, you'd end up paying like $6,000.
It'd be it'd be over $7,000.
Okay, whatever it was, right? The number is over $6,000.
Yeah,
and they're like, that doesn't compare to, you know, an AP. You know what I mean? So people are not gonna go as much. You know what I mean? Like I kind of heard you saying that you would have to consider going or not going, you know what I mean, as often as you were going. You were probably going, what, weekly maybe? Is that
every week?
We go weekly, and when we go, we're dropping money. I was gonna say we're dropping Fedia, but I realized I can't say.
But you guys are doing a lot of food and all that stuff.
And sometimes we don't drop a lot, but some of when there's events and stuff, yeah, we would spend some money. Or like if you guys were coming in town or somebody was coming in town and we were going to do that with them, well, we're going to spend a little bit more because we're doing more.
No, but I'm saying we're dropping money because, you know, we like to have a beer or whatever when we go.
Yep.
The beer's not cheap. So if we have 2 each or 3 each, how much money is that?
Well, the beer is actually cheaper at Disneyland than it is at Knott's Berry
Yeah,
Farm.
but no, I'm just
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, with discounts and all that stuff.
Yeah, so you get beer's $10 at Disneyland. Knott's Berry Farm, the beer's like $12 or $13.
Huh.
Wow.
What about portion sizes on that, Josh?
The same portion, same size.
Really?
Yeah. So alcohol is actually more expensive at Knott's Berry. They don't do hard alcohol at Knott's Berry Farm, but so I can't compare that. But for beer prices, beer is more expensive at Knott's Berry Farm and other theme parks than it is at Disneyland.
But you know why I don't mind that? Because we have the food pass, the food plan.
Yeah, that doesn't cover beer though.
That's why I don't mind it.
Yeah. So
And the food takes
I like
a lot
the
over.
beer that they offer too at Knott's Berry.
Oh,
The
there's
boysenberry beers
cider?
and the ciders. They offer
boysenberry
different
cider?
ones. But I do think Disneyland does great when it comes to like the habanero margarita and different things like that. They have great hard liquor drinks for sure.
So talking Disney, guys. So would you guys consider you guys Disney vloggers, Disney YouTubers? Is that what you guys consider yourselves?
Want to say no?
Let me ask you vlogs though. Like, what vlogs do you have out? I'm talking about prior to 2020. You know what I mean? Before all this stuff happened, were most of your vlogs Disney, or did you kind of mix it up with other themes?
I would say 80% of our vlogs are Disney. I would
Here's
say.
the funny thing. We want to say that we're not Disney vloggers because in our mind, we want to do all this other stuff. But every single time we do a live stream, it's Disney. And every time we want to talk about it's Disney.
That's kind of why I'm asking.
Every time we go to the park, we're vlogging because that's where we started and that's where our heart. And we have a connection with people with Disney. And Josh Joe gets
I
don't know if
get stage
this
fright.
word is
I get
appropriate.
stage fright.
No, I was going to say titillated.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's a bad
that's
word
fine.
or it's a good. It's
You said it already, so just move on.
But you know,
Hey, well, there you go, Josh.
he's excited on Disney stuff because he likes numbers and he
You know,
likes logistics. So
Yeah, I guess
Even
I'm a
though-
Disney nerd at heart. I just don't like buying the merch and all that other stuff and
That's
stuff like
me.
that. But I love all the different foods, and then I love the logistics of Disneyland and trying to think of how they accomplish things and do things, and you know,
so
the
we
creativity of it,
think
too.
we're not, but I think we are.
I was gonna say, are you guys like maybe you guys think you're just theme
Denial.
parks, but are you guys Disney YouTubers? Is that that's
I think we're in denial.
Yeah,
Is that the proper term?
we're trying to not. I'll be
Disney?
honest, we're trying not to be Disney. We want to keep Disney as part of our YouTube channel. It's because it's part of us. Our channel is us. And so when we're more involved with Disney, obviously the content is going to be more Disney. But we're trying to break from having that completely be the channel.
No, I don't
And it's tough. Like when we went to Vegas, our Vegas vlogs did very well, numbers wise. And so, you know, that was great. Or we went to Farmington, Utah, went to the theme park Lagoon. Those vlogs did very well.
I just got an answer for him.
Go ahead.
It's not that we're Disney vloggers or not Disney vloggers. The thing is that we love Disney, so we vlog it when we're there, right? Because it consumes a lot of what we do because we love it. But I wouldn't say we're Disney vloggers per se because our channel is not a Disney channel. Our channel is us and who we are. Does that make sense?
But part of who we are is Disney.
Disney. So we're going to bring a lot of Disney content. But as soon as we get that van, we're going to be traveling and bringing you guys with the Disney van, with the van. Or when we go to Vegas, we're going to bring you that. So I think when we were a slice of Disney, and Josh was doing construction updates, that's where we got a lot of numbers on the construction updates. But that's not necessarily because Josh is Disney. That's because Josh is he loves logistics. He loves numbers. He loves seeing how things work. So he brought the construction updates. So
and you can see right now on the screen, you can see the construction updates were our best videos.
I was gonna say, Josh, your best videos are the construction updates, right?
Hold on.
They're building Pixar Pier and all that stuff.
And if you haven't already, make sure to check out Midlife Vibe.
So I think our channel is what we believe is that our channel is us, but it categorizes us into Disney vloggers because we love Disney.
Disney. It's like all Disney and a vlog here, your Tuesday vlog. I mean, your live streams.
Yeah.
But most of it is Disney. There's a couple knots in 2020.
Yeah, so this is like our videos. This is our videos right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, late night with Midlife Vibes, Disney, COVID, Disney, quarantine room. Good, more about 2020.
It's still more Disney, and then you go to knots.
Then you got knots, and
We're
then
hitting each other.
the events.
Then you got knots, and then you got some Disney, and then we got some Halloween. We get into Halloween, and we get into our vacations and stuff.
What's funny is that I just told Josh last night. I said, you keep saying we're not a Disney channel, yet every time you live stream, it's
That's what we do.
So you guys have talked about this, Becky? That's what I was hoping to get out of this. I was like, have they actually talked about it? Like, are you guys Disney YouTubers, or do you guys but we mostly do YouTube, or Disney?
We're not Disney vloggers. Our channel is us. But because we love Disney and we do a lot of it, that's what you're going to see a lot of. But we want our audience to understand we're not only Disney. We do a lot of it because we love it and we're close to it, and that's what we do. And we're never going to change that because we love it. But our channel is us. So if we go to Vegas, if we go to Utah, if we go to Wyoming,
that's what you do.
We're going to bring you with us.
Yeah.
So we're not Disney vloggers per se. Our channel is us. And what Josh has been trying to get me to do, which I'm sorry, and I'll start now because Gigo's being a therapist.
Don't apologize. You do you, boo-boo.
Josh has been trying to get me to do more of the stuff that I do, because he wants our channel to be us, our life, what we do. And I keep saying, what I do is not Midlife Vibes content. They want to see Disney. They want to see
your channel is what you make it.
And I'm afraid to make that transition. But
that's where I'm going at with you guys, I guess. It's like, I was going to kind of ask you guys.
I'm going to need another damn drink.
We've already been asked this, and we kind of were like, well, we're not, we're not 100% sure. Where do you see kind of our channel going? Because
you guys are not Disney vloggers.
No, you guys are travel.
Well, remember, we really started all over. We started in 2020 though, when there was no Disney.
It does not matter. It does not matter. I want to say, do not box yourself into being Disney vloggers. Yes, you guys love Disney. Yes, you're all about Disney.
We do love Disney.
You're about Disney merch.
But you love flea markets. Hold on. And you love Vegas.
That is a core of who you are and what you do with your family. But that is not who you guys are. You guys are adventurers. You guys like to go hiking. You guys like to go to the
Golden Gate Bridge,
to Dodgers. And you guys take your kids with this. You guys like to do all these adventurous stuff.
We go for long day trips for all day.
You guys have the beautiful opportunity right now because your name is Carla and Geeko Adventures. Do not box yourself into a category. Okay, I'm going to talk about something. Don't interrupt me, please.
I haven't talked this whole stream.
No, Becky.
This is not related. Sorry, guys. I'm taking over the stream for a moment. Just give me a moment.
You tell me I take over stream.
Let me stand on my soapbox for one
minute. Go, baby, go.
So with my whole meditating thing and stuff, right? I get conflicted with the fact that I'm meditating because I'm Christian and I shouldn't be meditating. I get in all these little war things that I do because I'm Christian, but then I'm meditating. And if you get at the level that I was in the church, it gets conflicting for me, right? But I listened to a guy talk and he said, stop putting a name on yourself. The minute you put a name on yourself is the minute you put yourself in a box. Stop trying to categorize yourself. Just be you.
Are you lecturing them?
No, I'm inspiring them.
Yeah. No, we remember, Josh. I took all your information to heart. All the stuff that you gave me, all your tidbits. You can ask Carla. She can attest. I took it to heart.
Yeah, you guys are core Disney, right? Never stop doing that because that's who you are. You are Disney people, but you're more than Disney. You do all kinds of things. And the beautiful thing is that your name says Carla and Geeko Adventures. So never feel like you have to box yourself in and this is what you are, this is who you are, this is what you have to do. Your subscribers are going to fall in love with you guys as a couple. Now, I'll tell you this right now. Me and Josh were talking about it. When you guys were live streaming and you guys were sharing your story, I want you guys to do another live stream where it's just you two and get into that story and keep going with it.
No guests.
We have a lot of information to do still.
No, we love Fernie. You know we love Fernie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not even talking. I'm just talking about like even like today. Like it's cool. We're having a live stream, but I think that you guys need that any channel.
There was something magical.
Hi, DDG.
Hey, DDG.
Hi, DDG. There was something magical happening when you guys were sharing your love story because Carla was crying. Like I don't watch YouTube. I don't even care if you guys are my friends. I'll support you or whatever. You know my short attention span.
That's Becky right there in a nutshell.
I love you.
That's Becky in a nutshell.
I was so drawn into you guys with your guys' story, how you met, just your storytelling. You guys are great storytellers. And I was so drawn into that. And I wanted to keep hearing and I wanted to see how it finished and stuff. And then I was like, they left me hanging. We
have some more stuff we want to talk about, but it's kind of like that cliffhanger, right? I mean, Josh would probably understand me. It's like I almost don't want to give out the whole shebang. You know what I mean? Like,
all in one take.
Hey, you got to keep coming back, right? You got to stay tuned for next week, right? It's got to shut off at one time.
No, the good thing is that you guys were new and doing your first thing.
It's like a novela.
I think Josh understands me more than anybody. I think he knows I gotta let people want more, right? And me and Carla got more. You know, if you guys are watching here, me and Carla got more. Some of you people know us.
Carla's a Chiona.
Juanito knows.
I have a way to make people.
Kiko, we're gonna have to have our own live stream, Kiko. I think eventually.
Yeah. But Becky,
I think
Becky and Carla need to have their own like.
You know what? Most of the time, I don't talk. Most of the time, I'm talking. Right?
It is mostly Josh.
And right now,
I'm good with that.
But Josh is kind of like me, though. Josh has the information, and that's me, right? I have the numbers and the info, but Carla has the personality. That's the honest truth. She has. You can't fake that stuff. You know what I mean? She can't. It's not.
I'm lovable. What can I say?
Fake.
Starts like Carla.
It's not fake. You know, it's how she is. But when it comes to numbers and articles and all that stuff
and specs and all that geeky stuff, that's all him.
You know, I'm the one that likes that stuff.
And that's
where I love Josh.
Where like our format for Tuesday night is what we do is we start with a topic that we want to talk about, and that will be
Becky's Dorian interrupts the whole damn thing.
And that will usually be the thumbnail. Because that's what's going to draw people to the stream. And we start with that topic because that's what the thumbnail is, and that's what people came to see. And then once we're done with that, then we get into a free-for-all, which is what we want to do. We want to get into a free-for-all, but of just storytelling and just everything. So the plan is always to start with something. And sometimes it's not. Like last night's late night stream topic was, it's time to get crazy. That was the topic. Like, there is no topic is basically what the topic was.
Are you guys excited for Thunderdome? 2 men in, 1 man out.
Yes! Oh my God, I'm so excited!
2 men in, 1 man out. Thunderdome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun next Tuesday. And that's so like next Tuesday, that's the topic is just hanging out with everybody. Kind of like today is we're just hanging out as friends, you know, having a good time.
I love Carla. You know, look at Carla's you when she drinks.
Yeah.
Look
what
at I love you.
I love you, man.
It's like touching me and stuff. I'm like, dude,
get off me.
I'm you, Kiko. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you guys, you know what I mean? The last, I mean, every stream we've had, we haven't really had an agenda. It's been just talking to friends and you know, virtually hanging out. You know, and that's why we like Fernie so much.
Yeah,
because Fernie has that knowledge, that nerdiness, that geekiness.
He does.
So smart. Well, I can talk to him about some technical stuff that I may not be able to talk to somebody else.
He's very technical.
And the dude knows everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I take his same thing, you know, his earbuds, the camera, all of that stuff. I take it, I'm like, dude, good.
Bernie is very
There's a
technical
plethora
savvy.
of knowledge there.
Like
that
Josh
has to offer.
Josh had him on Convos and Cocktails, and where they talked about tech stuff. Because Bernie knows his tech stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I want to see from Carla and Kiko Adventures is on a live stream is one live stream or maybe two, and this might not be your format. This is just kind of our format. Is we live stream. We don't have a lot of guests on our Tuesday night.
This is our special request.
What I and this is kind of high. Is I want to see a live stream with just Carla and Kiko for the whole live stream.
I'm writing it down.
Just knowing you guys and you guys talking and you guys being who you are, it just really it's what we want. It's just what I want to see.
And let me tell you,
I do like the Hangouts, but I think as a fresh channel, it's a way to really for people to get to know you guys.
But let me tell
through
you
the
why.
stream.
Let me tell you why.
Know?
Let me tell you why. The reason why it's fun to do Hangouts, I encourage you to do them. Because we haven't done one since
I haven't done one since Fernie. I think that Fernie was the last one.
We're gonna start those up because I'm gonna force him to start doing them, and you're gonna be on, Juanito. So here's why. Let me tell you why, Carla and Kiko. Because when you're hanging out with friends, it's fun to do it, and I encourage you to keep doing Hangouts because it's fun, right? And you get to interact with your friends. But the reason why I want to see you do just Carla and Kiko. Because notice this whole live stream, what's been happening? It's been us and you.
Yeah.
Right? If it were to be just you and Kiko, guess who it'd be? Yeah. It'd be you guys and your chatters.
It'd be you and the people who follow you. They're following you for a reason, right? They're following you because they want you.
Thank you guys.
So then it gets more personable.
So if it's just you guys haven't addressed one chat. Oh, I'm not scolding you. I swear. But I'm just saying, because we're hanging out, right?
Yes, Mama.
You guys haven't addressed a chat, right? So if it's you and Kiko, guess what happens? This is your personal time to bring whatever you want to bring, whether it's a hangout, you and Kiko just hanging out drinking, or whether it's you guys talking about a topic, but it's you guys and your audience. So now instead of being focused on me and Josh chit-chatting with you guys and partying, which I love, I want to be on another one of these.
This is super fun.
We are having a ball and I love you guys.
Do it again.
But for your channel, for the purpose of your channel, it makes it you guys and your subscribers.
Well, so right now, I mean, I think everything you're saying is really good, Becky, and it's giving us great advice. But I feel right now in, this pandemic and all this stuff that we're going on, we're missing that interaction with each other.
I
miss you guys.
The last time we hung out was with you guys.
Yeah.
What was that? Like September?
I love you guys.
That was the last time we hung out.
Like what time? Yes.
So what?
I think it
was like November. No,
I don't know when it was. It was.
Yeah, so what if you had a night where?
Hi, Erica.
A night where you guys stream and then do a second stream.
Hi, Erica.
You hanging out with Power.
What about this? What about you do your weekly stream with your audience, and then you do your once a month with your friends? Now that could be
or once a week with your friends. Maybe they do 2 streams a week,
or once a week with your friends, and one week you do a stream with your friends and a stream with only your audience.
So
2 streams.
Well, I've already left this as a cliffhanger for a while now because me and Carla haven't talked about like our European trips. And remember, we traveled. I'm not going to get too many details. We traveled and landed when this whole lockdown happened. We landed. We were in the air.
We haven't given that.
We haven't given the story yet. I'm giving you guys tidbits more and more, right?
Yeah.
But I want to do a stream and just talk about it because not even some of the, not even people here, my family know everything that happened over there and how we felt and stuff like that. And how you
guys what a great live stream topic.
Yeah, because you guys were in the midst of it. You guys were in the midst of it. I remember watching your guys' Instagrams.
Yes.
You're like, oh, we're walking, but we can't go into any of the
restaurants. Don't tell the story.
Let's not get too many details. Not too many details right now.
No,
not too many details because we do want to some of our friends that were you guys are our friends know some of this stuff because it was on
I think you guys were the only ones that pretty much knew.
Remember, you guys were on our personal Instagrams. Now we have the public, Carla and Kiko Adventures Instagram, so people can follow our stuff there. But remember, you guys were our friends before that, and you guys have been on our personal Instagrams for a while. Josh is the one that really motivated me to really do the Instagram for our channel. Because before that, it was like, Carla was like, yeah, let's make an Instagram so it gets her name out there. And she would throw on stuff here and there. And Josh noticed.
Are you trying to make me feel guilty?
Josh noticed that I was putting all the stories on my personal. So he was seeing it. But he was like, dude, you need to do the Instagram for Carla and Kiko Adventures and get your name out there. And I go, holy smokes, you are 100% right.
Because you are the Instagrammer.
You're how many freaking viewers and subscribers from Instagram, at least from Instagram.
Did you say
hopefully they transfer over to YouTube. But how many subscribers we got just from streaming at Buena Vista Street, the openings, all that stuff. We went to Carthay, you know what I mean? We had lunch.
Sometimes it doesn't transfer over, but you're on your game. You are on your game with that. Now, can I look at me, Mama Bear. Can I get a commitment from you guys that you guys will do both? You'll do Hangouts and you'll do just you guys.
Yes.
And now, when I say that just you guys, it's not because I don't want to. I love hanging out with you guys. But I think for your channel, it would be great for it to be just you and your subscribers. So how you do it, who cares? We've
been wanting to give you guys more. We've been wanting to give you guys more of us, but we kind of want to also. And
it's not necessarily have to be more. It just means have a solo. It's like going on a date, and then you guys are on a date with your subscribers, or you're on a date and somebody takes their friend. You're like, dude. So
like right now we're double dating is what you're saying, Becky.
Well, I don't mind the double dates. Those are great. But your subscribers.
Hey, Josh. We're missing you, buddy. Where are you at?
Man, you almost done.
Hi, Erica.
You might as well just take a couple shots and be done with the bottle.
That's probably a couple shots right there, and you're done.
Subscribers want to have that personal interaction with you guys. They want to have their comments up there. They want you to read them. They want you to reply to them. They want, to me, a live stream. That's why we do vlogs, but our weekly live stream is our time to connect with our subscribers. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like we vlog all the time, but they don't get to talk to us. They don't get to ask us questions. They don't get to comment. So when we do a live stream, that's our time to connect with our subscribers, to let them ask, to talk back and forth with them. So I love the Hangouts. We'll probably be doing more Hangouts only because, like you said, we miss everybody.
And that's why I think, you know what I mean? You have to remember, you guys started and you guys build up your channel in a time frame where you guys were already hanging out with people, live people, at the parks. Salud. So you guys were hanging out with people at the parks anyways.
Yeah.
We haven't. We
you know what? All that was new to us.
But when we text you guys and we put on the chat, we miss you guys. We really do miss you guys.
We really do miss you guys.
I was like, dude, can we get some people on that we can talk to and interact with and hang out with?
No,
we're hanging out, right? I mean, this is what we do.
Even these hangouts are great for your people to see us all hanging out together, see who we really are. Because when we're with friends, we drop our guard, right?
Yes.
So I wanted to say that for
the thing is, always be real. Just always be real.
And remember, when we're together, we don't vlog. When we're just having our personal conversations, we don't ever vlog that stuff.
For years, it was just
Josh and I. Rule.
For years, it was just Josh and I. Like it wasn't until last year or the year before that we made friends with Yayas, we made friends with Kiddo, and then we made friends with Juan first.
Juan first.
Juan was the man. Juan is the man, by the way, guys.
It's all new. We did years by ourselves.
Juan has my heart.
Can we give Juan a quick shout out?
Just a quick shout.
Everybody loves Juan.
We love Juan.
We never asked Juan to do anything. And he did our stickers. He did the channel art. He sent us some new designs and stuff
He
like
has
that.
surpassed us, our expectations.
No, but if it wasn't
Oh,
for
here
Juan,
comes the crybaby.
if it wasn't for Juan, we wouldn't be as connected as we are.
And that's what I always say.
Connected.
Juan, I call Juan our YouTube liaison.
He
Yeah.
keeps us all
He's
connected.
the one.
He's my YouTube primo.
But he's always texting people, and I was like, "Yeah, I wonder where Josh and Becky are at." Oh yeah, they're over here. They're over here. I already texted with them.
He knows everything.
He already knows, and I'm like, "Dude, Juan, really? Where are the kids?"
No, we love you, Juan.
Where is everybody?
Juan is amazing. We love you, Juanito.
You're the blue one. You bind us all
She's gonna give a sneak peek,
Just a quick pic.
a quick sneak peek of what Juan has been sending Carla. And once again, Carla has sent them kind of the ideas of what she has in her mind and whatever. And Juan's just pro. He's just
Juan makes me cry.
Stop
And
crying
yes,
and tell me. Stop crying.
I am tipsy.
but
But-
in general,
No, you're
we were
not.
having dinner. She was going goo goo gaga.
I was going crazy over this. Look at this, you guys.
Oh,
I
that's
told Juanito I wanted the idea of the adventure is out there, or what is it? From up?
Yeah, from up.
That's
The
really
adventure.
fun.
And he just ran with it. And he
That's
just surpassed my expectations. So thank you, Juanito.
So just a shout
I
out.
love you. I love you. I love you.
And we don't.
Everybody.
We're gonna know this stuff. When you guys know that we go merch shopping and all that stuff, Juanito always, hey, here's my discount, here's my pass, here's my stuff. You're not asking.
Juan is solid. Juan is solid.
Yeah. He doesn't have, he knows.
He really is.
He ain't gonna shop without a discount. You guys know Juanito.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna let us shop without a discount.
Juanito, I'm sorry, I'm going to put you on blast. You know what made my heart so happy? Is
My adventure journal.
The other day he called me and he was like, I called this person, they didn't answer. I called this person, they didn't answer. And I said, I'm going to call Becky because she's going to answer. And I hung up on my mom to answer Juanito's call.
Wow.
And he's like, you know what? And I said, Juanito, thank you so much because I actually hung up on my mom. I was like, wait, Juan's calling me. And I said, Juanito, you know what? Since you stopped texting us every day, I said, I was just telling Josh, since Juanito stopped texting us every day, I have to call him or text him because I don't know what's going on. And you called me. He goes, oh, you hang up on your mom, friend? I'm sorry. And I was like, no, that's good, because we love Juan. Sorry, Juan. We're so mushy over you.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
We love
Juanito. He's our awesome YouTube primo.
If you guys don't know Juan, you're missing out.
I would never
I love hugging Juan.
I would never do this with anybody. I would never do this with anybody. I did it with Joe, with Boomer. I did it with Boomer, and Juan's the only other person. When we're at the park, I don't care what park we're at. When Josh is off vlogging, I would hug Boomer and walk with Boomer. And now that Boomer is not here, I hug Juan. I can loop my arm around Juan and hug him and walk down whatever street we're walking on or whatever we're doing. And I tell him, Juan, you're my safe place. You're my extra husband.
No, he is awesome.
He's amazing. He
He's
really
amazing.
is.
He's amazing, guys.
Thank you, kiddo. So you guys are at 108 now. Look at you guys.
And see, what's really made our channel, to be honest with you guys, because I think, even Kiddo kind of mentioned,
It's our community.
that
It really is.
We kind of gone in 2 months. We've really grown from 0.
2 months.
You guys are gonna beat me. I'm only at 302.
It's gone up so fast, but it's because we have a community. We have you guys as friends.
Yes.
Sure, we have 5,000.
What?
This is really growing because of everybody. Basically the connections that we have with you guys. You know what I mean? And the people that we've met at Knott's, which was Josh mentioned earlier, and I wanted to go on that, where all these YouTubers. Honestly, Josh, I didn't know a lot of these YouTubers until I asked Juan, "Who is that?" I knew Justin Scart.
Juan knows everybody.
And we met him and Fresh Baked.
I don't know who anybody is.
We met, but I didn't know these other people. And I go, Juan, these people look familiar. I go, who is that? And they have a vlogging camera and all that. Who is that? And he goes, I don't know. But then I go, Juan, really? I need to know. And then he goes, oh, yeah, that's this person. It's magical imagery or it's this. That's who it is. And we'll end up going up to them and just saying hi. To be honest, every YouTubing person we've met has been super cool, has not had a problem to say, hey, what's up to us? Even though we're a nobody channel,
if you wait for the appropriate time, like
Yes.
this is what we tell people. If they're in the middle of a stream and you guys want to go and hey,
No.
they're trying to vlog something, that's not going to work. And you got to understand the big YouTubers, they're going to have a bunch of people coming up to them all the time.
Yes.
But if you wait till they're on a downtime and you say hi, they're going to be more than friendly, because who isn't going to appreciate the people that are subscribing to them? That's their bread and butter, right? So just wait, give them a moment. Don't interrupt them. Let them be at a place where you can come in, you know?
And
but
it's kind of the same thing with you guys, Becky. It's kind of the same thing with you guys.
Real quick.
You know?
I have to give the twinsies prop. Carlos and Jose. I love those boys. Those are my boys. And you guys, I love you guys. Josh and I love you guys. I know we're talking to your mom and your dad. They didn't replace you. We're just the same age. We love you guys. We support you guys. We met your parents because of you, and we're always going to cherish you. You guys are always going to be important to us.
We'll always remember the day in front of Jolly Holiday Cafe.
And I am always going to tell Josh that they are Team Becky, and they were Team Becky from the beginning, and they will never be Team Josh.
Oh my God, you're making me cry.
Hey, Josh, I'm gonna tell you right now, Josh, that day we met, I honestly didn't care. I didn't care you guys were YouTubers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest here. Yeah. I didn't know who you guys were. The twins were Goo Goo Gaga, and I go.
They were geeking out, guys.
I don't know who these people are. You probably saw. If you go back and look at that vlog, go back and look at that vlog or the live stream that you guys were doing a bunch of stuff. I was kind of looking. I was looking at the castle. I was doing my own thing because I'm like,
I don't care.
I don't want to waste my time. I haven't been to Disneyland in what, a year, maybe less.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to enjoy my Disney time, and the twins are like talking to Josh and Becky and the Yayas, and I'm like, who cares?
Do you want to hear my perspective?
I didn't know you guys. I didn't know how cool you guys were.
Here's my perspective. I knew your kids before I knew you, right? Through the channel, they were always Team Becky. They were always Team Becky, and they would be beloved one on beloved one, right? I sent them maps, and I think your mom, Carla, found the maps, and they got in trouble. That's
a different situation.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, you guys didn't say that. So when they're like, it was so important for them. They were so respectful. Your kids are so good. You have good kids, Carla. You're blessed. When I think of the scripture that says her children rise up and call her blessed, I think of you, because you're really good kids. So they're like, oh my God, I asked my mom if they can meet you guys. Do you guys mind? Because they're asking permission. And I told them, don't go behind your mom's back, you know? So when I found out that, and it's so funny because Jose's the planner. Oh my God, give me this freaking itinerary. I will send you the email about meeting him.
I told you.
I
said it. I said it on Gonzo's chat because they asked one of the questions. Who plans your guys' trips? I think you guys were watching. I said, in general, the twins, but the twins get the whole general idea, but he then dials it in.
I have an email from him.
He's crazy, dude.
I was like,
this time, use the potty. I go, I might take 3 minutes to use the potty, not one.
I'm like, this freaking kid, but this kid can write. And he's
and that's what he's passionate about, Becky. When he's passionate, you know, because I know he's been lagging a little bit on getting content out and videos out.
He's not lagging, he's young.
It's that young mentality to where I have everything.
No, it's not. Stop being Mexican. Stop being Mexican. No, because Mexican parents are like that, right? You got to get up at the crack of dawn. If you're sleeping in, you're lazy, even though teenagers need more sleep than regular people. No, but so I want to say this. When he told me, you know, my mom and dad, you know, they're going to meet you guys, and I really want them to meet you because they like me and Josh. So it was important for them, for you guys to like us, right? So, oh my God, I covered all my freaking tattoos because I didn't know if you guys were some Mexican parents being all strict as hell.
Yeah. We're like, his parents are strict.
Because Carlos strict as hell. So I thought I was like, so these are some Mexican parents. I know how to present myself to Mexican parents, right? So I'm trying to be all presentable. And
Carlos' mom is strict.
Carlos all tattooed.
Carlos' mom is that mom.
So
My
Carlos,
mom.
Carla's mom is that mom.
I'm trying to hide my tattoos so I could
No.
be presentable to meet the kids' mom. So the
I
mom
was all like, Becky don't got no tattoos. I don't know if I
Yeah.
trust that lady.
so the mom would know that we're respectable people and we're not
I'm like, I
gonna.
don't know if I trust her.
So
But her white husband made that I was like, all right, cool.
Good
I was like, she's fine. She's fine. We're okay.
there's a white
She's got good credit. Probably owns a home.
They're safe.
Yeah,
We're okay. We're all right.
that is so.
It's
That is
true, Becky.
familia. That is familia. That is familia. If she could score a white guy, she must be
Yep.
okay.
Yep, she's okay.
She's
That's
not
right.
that far gone. She's not that far gone.
That's right. You know, and we met the Yayas that same day. You know, we actually
And
we,
Kittle.
we want to make a something out of this. But we met, that May the 4th, was it? May the 4th.
May the 4th.
We met Kiddo
Oh my
and
God, I'm so
Juan,
tipsy.
and we went to that dance party. And then the next day we met you guys, and you guys got drunk at your what is it, drinking event or
That
something
orange
like that?
thing that they went to.
Oh yeah.
You guys got a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys had to leave because of that event. But we met you guys, the Yayas, Kiddo
Well, we met
TV,
Kiddo through Juan.
Yeah.
D, Juanito, all of you guys, and we're blessed, that we met you guys, you know what I mean? But honestly, once again, I didn't care Josh, I didn't care Becky, I didn't know you guys,
Well,
and
that's the way I am.
and that's how
the way
Becky
I
is.
am because I don't watch YouTube.
I didn't watch YouTube either. I didn't know. Now I watch you guys. I'm sub to all you guys, and I try to watch you guys as much as I can. But back then I didn't care.
Well, we're kind of still like that because we don't fan over anybody.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't.
Yeah.
Dude, when the twins were telling us, if you ever meet Justin's card, if you ever meet, who was the other one?
I don't know.
Something the Woo?
Adam the Woo.
Adam the Woo. Oh my God, you have to take a picture. And we're like, I literally told Justin, I'm like, I don't know who the hell you are, but my twins are all goo goo gaga over you. So I need to take a picture with you.
And I took a picture with them.
And he was like, okay, cool. What's up, twinsies?
I'm like, are we weird? Because we don't fan over anybody.
Right? With Cali Bay, 5 Fires, that dude was super cool.
Oh my God, Mondo's the best.
Mondo, I'm not gonna lie, Mondo
he really is cool.
He is a cool dude.
Yeah, we met him once and we talked to him. He's a nice guy, but we don't fan over anybody. We're kind of
we just
said
all we wanted to do was say hi and take a picture with them and stuff like that, and so he can say hi to our vlog. And then he started saying a whole bunch of other stuff and giving us some
He
information.
started talking all on his own, which was cool.
Just a little FYI, when you meet the big YouTubers, they're not going to grow your channel. Like tagging them in a vlog, it's not going to do anything for you.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah,
but I wanted to say twinsies, Jose, Carlos, and even Andrea and AJ, because now we know them. We love you guys. We love you. You guys are family.
It's family. Yeah, we call it your YouTube family.
We have nothing but cariño for you. We have nothing but love for you, Jose and Carlos, because you guys are the ones that started your channel. You guys are the ones that got us connected to your parents. We don't want you to feel left out. We're just your mom and dad's age. That's all there is to it. But we love you immensely, and we hold you in very high regard. And we are still.
And when you turn 21, I'm taking you for your first drink.
Yeah, we're still Team Twinsies. We want the best for you. We want your channel to grow. We want you guys to be big. We want you guys to learn whatever you need to know. If you need to ask anything, ask Josh. We just want you to know that because it's weird. I'm just going to say it right now. It's weird because we were connected to the Twinsies and then we met you guys, but that doesn't diminish the relationship that we have with the Twinsies.
Yes.
We've been on Justin Scar's vlog. Yeah. We've been on live.
I was going to say that to you, Twinsies.
I love you, Becky.
We've been on, like I said, we've been on a few vlogs here and there, and they're like, oh my God. And honestly, we're like, he's just a regular dude, man. I mean, he's just a regular, cool, kind of weird dude, You know what I mean? And he was actually really nice too. Justice Carter
They're
was
all really nice. They're
really
all
nice.
super
Nobody,
nice.
we haven't had any, you know, like nobody snob us over. And
No,
like,
not at all.
I don't got time for you, or just snob us over.
Especially Justin's just nice to talk to. He's just
everybody has been
not even cheesy. What is his
cheesy
name?
pop,
Cheesy Pop.
You know, Adam the Woo, even himself. He was just having a coffee, you know, China to himself, and we're just like, hey, we wanted to say hi to you. We're fans, you know, and he said hi to us. He took a picture with us.
And it's funny because everybody that the twins tells us to take a picture of, I tell them straight up, I don't know who the hell you are, but my twins are like your biggest fans.
Yes.
So I have to take your picture. I have to interview you, and I have to know who you are. And they're like, hey, what's up? How's it going?
Everybody says hi. You know, we've had a few people say hi to the twins, and the twins geek out. You know,
like, oh my God.
But that's their thing. YouTube is their thing. You know, Josh.
All it is Tim Tracker.
Yeah, but Josh has admitted himself that he didn't used to watch, or he doesn't watch a lot of YouTube himself. That's the same with me. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube. You know, I mean, I interact with I go to some channels and stuff like that. Kid Alt knows, DDG knows, Cool Drummer.
Yes.
We go to other chats and to say, hey, what's up? Because I like hearing, like Josh, I like hearing the information.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I feel
Shut
like.
up, twins.
Midlife Vibes is very informative. When something new is popping, I know you're gonna come out and talk about it and give us some information and stuff like that. So we clearly know that.
I'll watch like certain things like with this annual pass thing. I'll pop on a few videos just to see if they have any information that I don't know, because I just want the information. But like, I don't watch people's, or we don't watch people's like day trips to the theme parks, really. You know, like personal trips to the theme parks or ride-throughs, because that's what we're already living that. You know, we're already doing that. So I don't need to watch the videos on it because I'm already doing it and living it. But like when it comes to certain informational stuff, some of these people, these YouTubers are connected, and they have some inside scoops and stuff. And so trying to get information, it's good to watch that. But we really don't watch a lot of
happily ever after. Happily ever Katie or
Yachty
says, this has been so fun. I'm looking forward to getting to know you West Coast peeps. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, that is really nice. And we're really happy to have you on the channel and in the chats. I mean, this is so awesome because we met you through Gonzo's channel. So we're really excited to see you guys that came from Gonzo, or that came from Adventures
VP,
or Bob, what's his name? Bob, One Stop Mouse, or any of those guys.
Yeah, Bob is a cool dude, man. He's really cool.
Thank you so much for coming over. We really appreciate you, and we welcome you. What I was going to say with what Kiko was talking about, I don't watch any YouTube other than my friends
crafting.
And that's sometimes, not all the time, because I don't really watch TV or YouTube. I like, how many hours does it take me? Maybe 2 or 3 now that I do my meditation and my journaling and stuff. So I don't watch a lot of TV. Even before COVID, I just learned to have it completely silent. Like, I like everything off. It just helps me process and know where I'm at mentally. And I don't like a lot of, even while driving the car, I don't have the radio or anything on. It's silent.
That's how I am, Becky. I think.
Yeah, I like to know where I'm at, and I like to know where my focus should be.
But you always get lost, so you usually don't know where you're at.
No, not that way. I like to know where I'm at, what I need to focus on with my family, or where what Josh needs. So I'm just that person. But when I do watch YouTube, it's all crafting because that's who I am, and it's all like creative type of stuff, like crafting, meditation, decorating, and so it's kind of weird because I love this community.
Yeah.
But when I watch YouTube, it's in a different direction.
Well, even for me, like a lot of the YouTube that I watch is not Disney related YouTube.
He likes to see cops arguing with people.
I like to see people arguing with cops. I like to see RV and travel videos. Lately, I've been into a lot of Vegas videos. I like to see like car instant karma, car pullover
I
videos.
subscribe, Josh, to that chick that does the food vlogs at
Oh,
Vegas.
your girlfriend, your Vegas girlfriend?
My girlfriend Norma. I
That
know
guy
her.
found that place. What was that place called? Jeez, that place is good. The
She's on
$5 lunches.
One.
Oh, shit, one bar and grill?
That was a
She's
great
on point,
chick.
right?
So good.
She asked
The
a
drink.
question the other day.
Oh my God.
Norma
That's the
Jelly
one.
or Kelly or something like that. She asked a question the other day. She goes, I want to create some vlogs of some places, but they're in really they're in a bad place. They're not safe. I don't know if I should do it. And I said, some of us are totally comfortable with unsafe places. Please post them because me and my husband ate at the spots that you said in some of your videos, and you're on point.
Yes.
Please do it. Because some of us are we're not scared. We're like, take me over there.
Go.
And so she got a lot of positive feedbacks that said, and I can see where people are like, yeah, do it. And then some people were like, just post a little thing like it might not be safe, caution or whatever. But we went to that Bedia place. It was off the beaten path. And kind of, if you weren't used to environments like that, it might be a little sketchy. That freaking Bedia place. Oh my God. We took Josh's dad. He was like, oh, this is a good taco.
No way.
So
Yeah.
I want to take a second. I'm going to take a second here, guys, to show you guys our sticker. If anybody on the stream, anybody is interested, just contact Carla on IG or on a comment, anything like that, and she'll mail you. Josh knows, Becky knows. She'll mail you a sticker and a card or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants it, just let us know, and we will get that to you guys.
Leave a comment. And they'll leave a comment. Don't put it in the chat, because if they're in the chat, they have to try to scroll through.
Yeah,
it.
it's too difficult.
But leave a comment after the chat's over. Josh has to go to work tomorrow, so I'm going to transition to my headphones. Okay.
All right, guys.
Sounds good.
So I gotta go, you guys. I gotta get some sleep for work tomorrow.
If
We
you guys
killed the bottle.
If you guys want to end it, we'll end it. If you don't, I'll stay on, but I'll transition to him.
Well, I had one question for Josh. This is Josh directed.
Thank you,
You know,
guys, for sitting on.
so-
We really appreciate it.
Honestly, Josh, I mean, it was kind of that taboo conversation about the COVID thing. And remember, we said it, Becky was on the live stream with us, the IG live stream, because we hadn't mentioned that Carla had it.
Yeah.
And when you got it and you came out and you said it, it was kind of liberating, you know, and it was kind of like, wow, it does happen to anybody. And we know for a fact that you guys take care of each other and you guys take care of yourselves. You wear masks, you distance.
I'm
you
a
wash
mask
your
maker.
hands. You do everything right, but it in the end, it still happened. So when that when that happened to you, first of all, I mean, thank you for letting us all know. Because we know we worry about you, you know what I mean? And I was worried. I was like, I hope maybe he's good, and I know in the chat I've seen, we're all happy, dude, that you got back. You look great, by the way. You look healthy. You know what I mean?
I was texting Carla just about
I know. I know, you know what I mean? We were worried. I mean, Josh, we weren't really saying it to you because we didn't want to worry Becky much and you, but we were worried, you know what I mean? And we wanted you to be healthy and stuff like that. But can you just say, you know what I mean? This happens, this is real and it happens to anybody, and you know what I mean? But you also overcame it, you know what I mean? So it's a great story, you know what I mean? So it was kind of more of a comment for you, you know what I mean? I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're good. Not necessarily saying I'm glad you got it.
I'm gonna cry.
But it's out there. And you made it to where we can talk about it a little more comfortable, I guess. I would say.
And it's like you said, like we take precautions here. So I was actually at first just in denial, almost like I must have just have the cold because it's wintertime. I must just have a cold. And then to be positive was like, whoa, and then I don't wish that on anybody because it was a little bit of a rough experience, even though I didn't have. I mean, there's people who are a lot rougher than me for sure. I mean, people are not even surviving this, you know, and it's just very hard. But like, you know, if you get it, it's not something to be ashamed of. It's just out there, you know.
I don't want to cry, but Kiko, we're so lucky that we still have our life partner and our friends with us. Because unfortunately, this stupid ass virus, it's such a roll of the dice. We cannot trace how Josh got it because we're so careful, right? We can't trace how he got it. And when your loved one does get it, it's just up in the air. You don't know if they're going to have mild symptoms. You don't know if they're going to have bad symptoms. You don't know if they're going to have long-lasting symptoms after they have it. You know that you have a certain amount of time where they might be okay, but it might turn drastically out of nowhere. You know, so I'm like, okay, he's good. But at any point, it can turn into something deadly. And so when I found out that Carla had it, you know, Carla, I was texting her. I was like, I know you already know, but, you know, I was texting her on a constant, you know, how are you, friend? Do you need anything, friend? How are you, friend? You know, and I love the fact that as my friend, she was texting me about my husband, you know, and we're so lucky that we still have our loved one with us because so many people don't, because it's such a dice roll. You don't know if you do get it, how it's going to affect you. You don't know. There's no normalcy with this.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, like, I'm still not 100%. I'm probably 90%, I would think, because I still have that little bit of fatigue that happens between tasks, you know. So it's weird. Maybe I'm 95% now, but every day I'm getting a little bit better when it comes to the fatigue part of it, because the fatigue is real. Like that was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that so much.
Cool Drummer, how are you doing today?
Yeah, that was the next thing, because I know Cool Drummer has been on and off.
I want to say thank you, and I want to ask how you're doing today, but I do also want to thank everybody that was checking in with me to see how Josh was doing, because we had a lot. I
appreciated all the love that I got. I got a lot of love.
We had a lot of support. People were texting me directly, asking me about Josh, and I know they couldn't ask you about Carla because you guys were not saying it, but people are not talking about it because there's a stigma with it. People, it's like you got to put the red X on your door. And one of the things, people, that I told Josh is, I said, you know, in all of our vlogs, we talk about COVID because we talk about numbers. We talk about face masks because how it relates to Disney, what's the parks going to do. You know, we just talk about it every single time, even though that's not our intent. We talk about COVID. So I told Josh, I feel responsible because we've talked about COVID in all our live streams on how it relates to Disney. We're responsible because we've talked about it on all of our streams. I feel like I want
Donald
that.
Duck.
No, I want the carne.
No, that's a brownie. That's a brownie.
It's a brownie?
Yeah.
Brownie.
I thought it was carne asada. I was like, I want that. So because we talked about it on all of our streams, I told Josh, babe, we're going to have to do a live stream. I know you don't feel good, but we got to do a live stream at least to tell people that you've had it. Because we've talked about it in all of our streams, I feel like we should tell people that you have it and tell them where you're at and what's going on. Only if we never talked about it, we wouldn't have to. But because we've been talking about wear your mask and you can still be safe, and right, that's what we've said the whole time.
And that's what I wanted to thank you guys once again. You know, just thank you guys for pretty much going out there and at least in our friend group, paving the way, you know, to be able to talk about this stuff. Because with Carla happening, very, very, very few people knew what was going on with her situation. Becky was one of them, you know, but very, very few people knew. And when Josh was going through his thing, I was asking Carla, I was like, how's Josh doing? I'm not much of a contact you directly person.
Men aren't really.
You know, in my thoughts, you know what I mean? I always thought, I was like, how is he doing? And then when I saw you comment on stuff, I was like, it's good to see Josh commenting on stuff. I miss my bud, you know, and you know this. You know, and that's why you guys were one of the first people. I told Carla, I said, when Josh is back to normal, when everything goes, you know, when he feels well enough to come on, I want to have him on and just say what's up and show him, you know what I mean, that we missed him. Because when I tell you I miss you, I'm not a very affectionate person in general.
Me neither.
So when I tell you I miss you, like
You
I
miss
mean it. I'm not like just I miss you, I love you. No, that's Carla, right? She has that, but she's real.
She doesn't really miss me.
No, I miss you guys.
I love me.
She's real. She's
Carla.
real. When Carla does her thing, she is real.
Yeah.
That is how she is.
Oh,
you know, I'm a little more reserved, you know what I mean? But when I actually tell you I miss you guys, like I said, I do, and we've had many times, you know what I mean, hanging out at the Knott's hotels. And once again, I always say the same thing. 2020 was that weird year, but it led me to experience things at Knott's, experience things with you guys, get closer to you guys.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, it wasn't all negative.
No.
We had some experiences. We went to we went to Vegas. We've came back. Carla went through her, her ordeal. Once again, if anybody's watching, I didn't get COVID at the time Carla got it. Carla got it. Same thing with Josh and Becky. Becky didn't get it. Josh got it. I've never been diagnosed with it. Potentially, I got it last year. Potentially. Becky might have gotten it in March.
Yeah, right. Remember?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I might have had it in December, because I had a weird, I would call it a 24-hour like flu, to where I had like fever and chills, and I never get that stuff. But it was only like for 24 hours.
I
and
was
then
like 2 weeks.
I had like a lingering cough for like a few weeks, and that's all I had. That was it. I didn't have any other symptoms. So if I had it then in December, I'm talking about 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's when if I had it, it was never diagnosed. They didn't even have COVID testing back then, but you guys coming on and throwing it out there that it can happen to anybody. I mean, to me, it opened up the door.
Well, you know what, Kiko? For me, like I was saying, because we had talked about it so much in our live streams, I felt like it was an obligation of ours. Like, because we talked about it so much and Josh getting it, had we not have said anything, I felt like that would just be like horrible. Like, what a contradiction, because we're talking about you can be safe, wear your mask, da, 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 da. We talked about it every live stream, even though we didn't intend on talking about it.
Yeah,
we talked about it, right?
And you guys had that stream where you guys got tested too. Remember, you guys had that one stream where you came on and you said you got it, but it was.
I told Josh, because we've talked about it every stream, it's important because you got it that we come on with you sick and say, hey, we got it. We don't know where we got it from, because we were advocates about being safe about it. So what hypocrites will we have been if we try to hide that information, right? But you know what I found so amazing about that live stream is that so many people on that stream started talking about them when they had it, that their experiences of having it. And we live stream with these people every week, and we didn't even know that they had it. Had they have said,
that's how I felt, Becky, too. It was like people were opening up, I felt, in the chat, right?
Yes, it was liberating. Like, I knew Carla had it, so I was praying for her daily.
But remember, only you knew that, Becky. Not a lot of people knew it.
But had I have known our subscribers had it, I guarantee you, Kiko, I would have been praying for them daily. Josh, you tell me if I'm lying. If I say I'm going to pray for you, I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
And I will pray for you daily until you tell me you have your breakthrough. That's just me, right? Am I lying, Josh?
That's how you are, Becky. We know.
Me. So the fact that our subscribers had COVID and felt that they had to go through that and not be able to share that experience was heartbreaking to me. So when we came out and said Josh has COVID, da, 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 and I just started seeing the stream light up with all these people that had COVID, I was like, for me, that is breakthrough and that is freedom for people. because there's such a stigma where you have COVID and people want to put you like, oh, they must have did something wrong, or oh, they want to start gossiping. No, don't be a gossip. There's nothing wrong if you got it. It's like getting the flu. You can't avoid it. You're trying to do everything that you can to avoid it, but if you get it, let's be there and support each other. So I wish, had I have known before, I would have prayed for all these people, but I didn't know. So it is what it is. But it was so liberating for me to see so many people come on and start talking about their experience with COVID and see them open up and actually share, I had it and this and this. And Cool Drummer, I'm so happy that you're feeling better.
Yes,
And
Cool Drummer. I didn't know until I saw it in the chat, you know, that you had it and you were going through it. And I'm happy that, you know, you've come out of it on the right end, man.
That you're still here with us and that you're feeling good, because my daughter Jessica, her boyfriend Mario, his father passed away due to COVID. And so it's a sad situation. So, you know, it's not something to be ashamed about. It's like getting the flu. You can't avoid it. So if you get COVID, you get it. And, you know, it is what it is.
I agree, guys. But like I said, I just wanted to thank you, Josh. And, you know, let you know, from the bottom of my heart, you know, that I'm happy, dude, that you're back and that you're healthy. And that, you know, I know Becky was worried to no end.
I didn't know it.
I know you suffered in your end, but Becky suffered in her ways, and she was praying for you.
She had some breakdowns.
You know, and that's the way it was with me and Carla. You know what I mean? You guys kind of know that Carla was away for, 17 days. Just think about it. She wasn't in the same.
You just missed your partner and laying in the bed with your partner.
She was gone for 17 days in a hotel. Me not knowing how she was going to sleep and how she was going to wake up and how everything was going to happen. So I was worried every day, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to make sure she was good. And I pray every day. I would have rather, Becky, like I think you said this too, Becky, I would have rather I had it and I got it than Carla have gotten it and suffered. I would have rather taken it. But she did say that her being alone at the hotel would have driven me nuts, because I'm kind of one of those bodies that like to kind of do my thing and go to the gym and go to work.
Well, you know what? In all honesty, I'm glad that Josh had it and not me. And I know that sounds hard, but I'm really glad, because my kids see Josh as a rock. They see him as a solid foundation. If dad gets it, he projects strength all the time. If I would have got it, Kiko, my kids would have fallen apart and worried because they know I have asthma. They would, right? If I get it, my kids would have fallen apart and mom is sick and blah, blah, blah. But when they see Josh, it's not, oh, good, dad has it. But he projects like our images is like, he's strength, and Josh has never voiced that he's unhappy, that That's he's true. Sick. He doesn't share any of that. So the kids just see him solid, right? So they see dad sick and they're like, how's dad doing?
Ooh, let's stop talking about me.
No, they see like, how's dad doing? Oh, and he goes, I'm good. And I go, dad's good, but dad's a liar. Yeah, I know, but what does he look like, mom? He looks good. Okay. So they're confident in that. They see me and they see me like the glue, right? The glue that holds the family together.
I know what you mean, Becky.
But they know that I have asthma. They know that I have a severe asthma. Yeah. And so they start worrying. So for me, like I've thought about it. I'm like, I never want to get COVID, because my worst fear is not that I get COVID, and it's not that I get sick, or it's not that I become on a ventilator. My worst fear is that happening, and my kids would be like, holy cow. You know what I mean? It would traumatize my children.
So I just want to say on something that Kiddo has put on in the chats before. I don't think it was this one, but I have the same kind of mentality as him, is that I'm not necessarily scared that I would get it. I would be more worried that I would get it and give it to somebody like the kids. They don't deserve that. You know what I mean? They don't deserve because of me going out and doing my thing. Maybe I go to work and I protect myself, but if I got it, I wouldn't want to give it to AJ or Andrea or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, once again, and that's my mentality, and I agree 100% with Kiddo. You know what I mean? He said that in streams before. Like I said, I don't know if he's saying it right now, but once again, thank you guys. I know Josh, you have to go.
Not getting political.
You got to go. You got to go.
That is the heart of a mask wearer, Kiko.
Yeah.
A mask wearer, their concern and the reason why they wear a mask is that they do not get anybody else sick.
He's trying to let me go because I have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay, you gotta go. No, but I'm just saying.
Good night. Get some rest, bud. I know you're still getting your strength back. Come back, and hopefully one day we'll get back together and hang out, Josh. Like I said, the last people we hung out with was you guys, and then Becky, and yes, we will make sure.
Yeah,
Josh, this time we'll make sure you'll kill the Rona.
I love that you know. I love that you know the signal.
The Rona
hey, Josh, if you had been drinking with me that weekend before, you probably wouldn't have got it.
I wouldn't have had it.
You know what's so funny? I said
I
don't even want to tell Kiko, because if I tell Kiko he drank in the is that what you said, that the drinking kills the Rona?
Kill the Rona on the inside.
And I said I don't even want to tell him that, because he's gonna say you didn't drink enough.
That's right. And that's what Carla would say. You didn't drink enough, Josh.
Where's Carla?
Oh, she's in the restroom.
You know what? Thank you, everybody. Cool Drummer, Rosa, Juan, Kidult, everybody that is on this stream. Thank you so much for joining.
What a fun time tonight. What a fun time.
It was so fun until we got into the gloom and doom COVID conversations. But
Sorry about that, guys. But I wanted to say bye. I was trying to get Josh off the hook here, and let him go to bed, because I know he's got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta go.
If you're going live, kiddo, we'll jump on your stream if you're going live after, buddy. I don't know.
Team Josh.
Josh. Yeah, that's right. Cool Drummer, Team Josh.
We're always Team Becky, though. Sorry, at this household, Bioshes.
Every Biosh is a Team Becky.
You can be Team Bioshes. It's okay to be a Team Biosh,
We got the shirts.
4 minutes.
We even got the merch.
4 minutes, I'll let Josh go and I'll put my headphones on.
There you go.
And remember, Josh and Becky, we're your guys' Patreons too. You know what I mean? So if you guys haven't checked it out,
Are you reminding me to send you shit?
Oh, hey, I haven't gotten a goodie bag in a while, but that's not here. That's not here or there. You know what I mean?
You're like, I'm just saying, send me my shit.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just reminding you guys, but really appreciate, Josh coming on. I know, Becky had a lot to say, but Josh, you've been on a lot of live streams. It was Becky's turn to give us a little bit of her insight.
Oh,
and,
I'm okay. That.
Good night. We'll see you around. Becky, I still want to have a couple questions for you, because it's more Becky related.
Josh, change it to the whatever.
Can you hear in your headphones?
I can hear. Let me see.
Becky, can you hear me? Becky, can you hear me?
Move aside, bitch. Oh, sorry.
Oh my! Maybe you shouldn't have her on any longer with all those dang drinks she's got.
Good night.
It's after hours.
Oh my God, you guys have a good night. It's been so much fun. I can't wait till Tuesday nights. Thunderdome on Midlife Vibes, and
we'll let you know. I'll let you know if I can be on. I know Carla will be on. I'll let you know. I'm probably working that night, but I'll let you know. All righty. So go to Josh's stream on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Disneyland.
Yes.
All right. All right. Becky. So anyways, Becky, I love your mask, by the way. And I get tons of compliments and all that good stuff, right?
And I'm sorry I'm a lagger. I haven't put anything.
How long did it take you, Becky, to make one mask? I mean, I know you mass produced them.
Okay.
But
I haven't been. So here's the deal.
One mask. How long does one mask take to make?
I've never timed just only cutting out one mask. Because when I say timing and cutting out, I mean there's two.
I know you mass produce them, right? You make a lot, right? You cut them.
I've never timed how much it takes to make one mask. Because when you ask me that, that's cutting 2 fabrics, 1 interfacing, 2 elastics, and then sewing it, and then taking it to the iron and pleating it, and then taking it back to sewing it.
I like the thicker ear pieces. The little thin one. I think at first I thought I would like it.
No, but you know
because
what?
it's thin, but I think it's not
They
so cool.
recommend, all mask making recommends that thin one. And they
Really?
yes.
I think I like the thicker one.
I don't like the thin one. They recommend that thin one. And because it's supposed to be more comfortable around your ear.
I think I wore one that had it. Mm.
When I changed to the thin one, my mask sales dropped.
Really?
And I forgot to say that I went back to the 1/4 inch. That thin one is an 8 inch. The one that you guys like and we all like is a 1/4 inch.
Yes.
So when I changed to the 8 inch or the 1/8 inch, my mask mail stopped. And I didn't go on and do a vlog saying that I switched back to the 1/4 inch, which I should have done. But at the time, I don't know what the heck happened, but I just got extreme anxiety to the point of panic attack.
Wow.
I started getting anxiety when we went on vacation. Remember when we went to
Yeah, I remember that.
I started getting really bad anxiety and I couldn't sleep. And then when we came back, it just intensified and it got to the point of panic attack. Where for 3 or 4 days, I was in flight or fight. My heart was pumping. It was unbearable. That I told Josh, you know what? I'm going to call Kaiser's mental health line because I don't know what the hell is going on. So it like kind of crippled me. So I called them and I said, I don't know what's going on. I explained to them. And, they're like, okay, we'll set you up with a therapist to give me some generic form of Zoloft. But I haven't been able to get myself out of the funk since then. In case you notice that I haven't been producing masks.
That's why I asked. I was like, are you still kind of like, it seemed like you might have taken a break, and I figured the holidays, you know what I mean, with stuff going on.
I did start. I had a plan to make most of my holiday gifts because I can sew now. And there's so many cool things that you can do that are personal for your family, right?
Yeah.
So I plan to do that. And one of the things is that, and I don't see this as a failure at all. If you're in business, there's no failures. There's only learning, right? So I didn't realize that if I wanted to make all of my family gifts and I wanted to sell, I should have been making the family gifts like in August, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that. So
yeah.
I was like, okay, I need to make all these family gifts. I'm only going to do that because I couldn't do them. I was making like massive amount of masks. I don't think people understand this. There was like
how many masks were you making? Like, what's like the maximum amount of masks you can make in a day, Becky? Let's start off with that. I mean, I know you can't tell me how much it takes you to do one mask, but maybe what's like the max amount of masks you can make?
The mask I make is 24.
24. Because your masks are high quality, they're functional, they're reversible. People kind of honestly, Carla goes to an office and she's kind of the front face of everything that's going on, and she has to wear a mask. So people almost come in like kind of like, what mask are you wearing today? It's gotten to that point, you know what I mean, to where
I know that
see her.
I'm at the cross point where whether I should lower the price of it because I charge $10 a mask.
But it's 2 masks in one. It's like $5 a mask.
That's the thing is that I'm like, should I lower the price to like $7 or $8? But the thing is that I'm buying.
People don't see how much it costs you and your time to make
the mask. Not just the time; it's the quality of
the material. Yeah, the material it's costing you.
Because I'm not buying cheap fabric and I'm not buying thin fabric. I'm buying.
Hey, Becky, I'm sorry to cut you off. I heard you got a mystery package or whatever it was. You finally got your fabric from like whenever it was. How did that happen?
The post office lost my package. I have a PO box. So you PO.
Yeah, I know your PO box because you have it on your channel, right?
PO box.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah.
And get your mail.
Yeah,
right? So my package was supposed to get delivered to the PO box.
Mm-hmm. What date? Around what dates?
May 20th. Exactly.
May.
May 20th. So May 21st, I go to the post office to get my package that says it was delivered. I go to my post PO box. There's no yellow card. So here's the thing: if we have a small PO box,
yeah. So if you get a bigger package, you get a card.
If it's a bigger package, they put a card in your PO box and tell you to pick it up at the window, and you have to sign for it, right? So I go. There's no card in there, but because I click the buttons for them to email me when my packages are delivered.
Yeah.
So I got the email, my package delivered. I went to the post office. There's no card. And I go up to the desk and I say, hey, it says I'm supposed to have a package here. It's not there. She goes, you didn't get it? I said, no, I didn't take it out. There's no signature saying that I got it. It's not there. I didn't take it. So here's the mistake the post office made. When I told her, no, it's not there, I didn't get it. She went back and looked for it, right? She printed a copy showing that it was received and showing the package size, saying that it wasn't small enough to fit in my PO box.
Yeah. So this is back in May, right? In May.
Yeah. So I said,
okay, May 2020.
Yeah. So I said, obviously you see there that it's not small enough to fit in the PO box. So in that case, you should have put a card in my box and I should have signed for it, or you would have given me a key to get it out of a larger box. So she goes, oh, let me look for it. She didn't find it. She goes, you know what? I'm going to look for it. Here's the problem. If you're a customer service rep, which I've been in customer service for 30 years plus, never promise something and never give your name. So she said, when I do that, when I say I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna call you back, that now puts my name on it and I'm responsible, right? So she said, I love this lady. She was so nice. She said, oh yeah, I'm gonna look for it, and you know what? I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I promise you I'll call you tomorrow regardless. So I said, okay. So I leave. Right? The next day, I don't get a phone call at all. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So the day after, I'm like, okay, she was supposed to call me. She didn't call me. You could have called me and told me you lost it. I would have been cool with it because it just happens. It's the post office. They do 95% of the time, they're good. 5%.
Did you make a claim on this, Becky? Like that you didn't receive the pack? You made a claim, right? So did you get like maybe almost a refund or something like that? Or
no. So here's what happened. She never called me back, so I kept calling the post office. They pick up and hang up, pick up and hang up, pick up.
Yeah. Post office.
They kept doing that, so I kept calling all day long. So finally, I'm driving while that's happening, right? I get to the post office, and I just happened to get the teller that promised me that she was going to call me back. But when I was there, let me tell you, when I was there, and I said, can I speak to your manager? She goes, okay. She didn't walk all the way back to get the manager, which I can see because I worked retail and I was in management and I do customer service. I watch everything, right? So she didn't watch all the way back. She walked to a desk and I seen her dial on the phone.
Okay.
And she was on the phone for 20 minutes and I was standing at the counter. And I was like, this bee just made an outside call and didn't have the courtesy to come and tell me what's going on. So while I was telling her that my package was lost, mind you, her supervisor comes out and says, so-and-so, didn't I tell you yesterday to call this customer back about a claim? I need you to call her when you're done with this customer. So when I told her to get her manager, she went and did that call.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm through to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching all of it, right? So
Street smart, guys. If you don't know, through chat is street smarts.
So I'm like, did this bee just make an outside call and leave me here? 20 minutes, Kiko. So I go closer to see, okay, she really is talking to customers. So I come back. And so when she gets off of the call, I'm waiting for her to come back and say, you know what, I'm sorry, whatever she's going to tell me, right? She walks past me, doesn't look at me. I see her getting paperwork, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to disregard me and just shine me off. So she disregards me, gets paperwork, comes back.
So you were in the post office for 20 minutes plus already, right?
While she's making an outside call, yes. And she comes and she goes, oh, I'm sorry, my manager's on a phone call. She can't come and speak to you, but just fill out the claim. I said, 1, you never went back and spoke to your manager. 2, you made an outside call and left me standing here for 20 minutes and didn't have the common courtesy to come and tell me that you're going to make an outside call or what you're doing. And you left me standing here for 20 minutes and now you're just going to give me the paperwork. I said, so I just want to inform you that my whole history as a customer rep, service rep, has involved shipping through FedEx and the United States Postal Service. So you handed me this document, so I can already tell you that the post office never pays for a claim. So I'm screwed. Hi, AJ.
Hi.
Hi, Becky.
Are you a Raiders fan?
Yes.
He said yes.
I hate the Raiders.
Because they left?
No, I just hate them.
Oh, really?
But I will send him a Raiders mask.
I've always been
Raiders.
Raiders since they were LA Raiders. Because remember, I was in LA.
Yeah, because you're LA.
And then I moved up here. And when I moved up here,
it's because you're LA.
The Raiders moved up back up here again.
I hate
now
them.
they're in Vegas. Eventually,
I hate them. But AJ, I will send you a Raiders mask because all AJ's masks are free.
Eventually, I will have to go to a Raiders game in Las Vegas when they open up. Eventually. So,
in case you don't know, all of AJ's masks are free.
Way over there.
But so anyways, she left me there. And I was mad. I told her, you guys never pay for your claims, whatever, because that's what I do for a living. And I file a claim with the post office.
Mm-hmm.
I send them the receipts. I send them all the information. And I told them, you show that it was delivered. However, they did not deliver it to my P.O. box. They misdelivered it and stuck it in a different box. So when the post office emailed me back, they said, we're sorry, blah, 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 but it shows that your package was delivered. So the second thing that I sent back to them was correct. It shows it was delivered, but they never put it in my box. And you have to send, when you do the claim with the post office, you have to send them proof, you have to send them your invoice, you have to send them there's like tons
it's a whole dispute. It's a whole dispute, yeah.
So I send it in.
How big was the package, Becky? Was it like fabric? Was it like a big roll? Was it just
it was fabric, but it was in a like a legal size envelope.
So it was like swatch size almost, or was this?
No, it was in a legal size envelope, this big.
Okay.
Which doesn't fit in my little P.O. box. And I said, correct. You show that it was delivered. However, you did not put it in my box. I did not have a card telling me to sign for it at the desk, nor was I left a key to get it out of a different P.O. box. So you misdelivered it, right? And then that was after and then they denied me, and then I had to file another claim, and I had to submit all the paperwork all over again. And then they said, oh, that I didn't submit something. I don't know what they said. I didn't submit something.
How did you find this, Becky? How did you get this? This was back in May. How did you get it? That's what I want to know, because Carla told me that Becky found her package. I go, that lost package from like last year? What are you talking about?
So it's stupid.
She'll have to tell you the story. And I go,
literally had it under a desk or some shit. I don't know.
But how does the post office just have a package from May just like sitting
from
there?
being cochinos?
Just having their package there?
Yeah. So I went to the post office, right? Because Josh goes, have you been to the P.O. box for a while? And I said, no, I haven't. I go, I'm going to go today because I have to mail some stuff out. So I mailed some stuff out. I went to the P.O. box and there was a card. Good thing that I read the card because it says 2 packages.
So like a yellow card or something,
Yes.
or one of those mail cards, right? Yeah.
A yellow card and it says there's 2
Does Carla send you the stickers to your house or to your P.O. box?
to my house.
To your house.
Not
Okay.
everybody has my house.
Yeah, no, not everybody. That's why I was asking. But
No,
yeah.
but I went to the P.O. box and there was a card, a yellow card in there, and it says that I had 2 packages. So I go up to the window, right? And I give the guy the card. And good thing that I read it and said saw 2 packages, because he comes back and gives me 1 package.
What was the other package, Becky?
It was Sharon Carter.
Okay.
And I said, the card I gave you says 2 packages. He goes, did it?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
2 packages.
He goes, oh, let me go and check. So he goes and checks and he comes back. He goes, oh, it does. Let me try to find it. So then
How long did he look, Becky? How long did he look?
It was like 10 minutes.
So you were sitting there for another 10 minutes. He wasn't on the phone or anything, right? He was looking, like actually looking.
Mind you, I'm a Karen at heart. I am a Karen at heart. I will go off.
You're a Mexican Karen? Come on.
I've had Sprint pay me $150 extra because I'm like, look, I just tracked all this information down for you. I should be working for you because I just did your job. You're going to give me something. I will have people pay me for doing their job, right? So I'm there for 10 minutes. He comes back and he goes, oh, here's your package. And I go, oh, thank you. Because I'm not going to cause a scene. They're just doing their thing. You know what I mean? It's not their fault. So I walk out and I look and I go, did I order something from these people? I don't remember ordering something from them because I love this vendor, right? But I hadn't placed an order. So I look at the date and it says May 20th.
Dude, how do you see a date May 20th?
And it is stamped.
And they're giving it, they gave it to you, Becky? Like, here you go, ma'am.
And it is stamped May 20th.
Oh my gosh.
I'm walking to the car, right? And I was like, May 20th? And I can't remember, right? So I open it.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell is this?
I was like, you gotta be effing kidding me.
So did you get your money back for this, Becky, is the main question.
They denied me.
They denied you the claims and everything? And
then they kept pulling up some bullshit. Oh, you didn't give me this. You didn't give me that. You didn't give me this. And then I was so mad. I was about to write my congressman because, you know, you can go to the pastor because it's a government thing. And Josh goes, do you really
want may not get you anything, though, but you could. Yeah, you could.
No, I'm like that. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to say what I got to say, right? So I went like 2 steps and then finally Josh goes, is it going to, you writing to this guy, is it going to give you your money? And I said, no, it's not. And then I had to go, do I want to lose my peace over it?
Yeah.
Do I want to lose my peace over it? Or do I want to write off the $45? And here's the thing, Kiko. It's $45 in fabric, but the time that I purchased it would have brought me in like $500.
Yeah. So what material was this exactly, Becky? I mean, not to give you exact, but
I bought a yard of salape fabric.
That was a cool mask. I have that mask. We have it.
You couldn't get sarape after that.
I love that mask. So these are all kind of Carla's kind of washed.
That mask right there.
And look which one.
That mask was on high demand at the time, Kiko, and you couldn't get that fabric.
And you know why I wanted this mask, Becky? Because I saw Josh wearing it when you guys went to the Uber bar at downtown Disney.
And I was like, how many times
that mask?
How many times can we get shit like that for ourselves?
I was like, I want that mask.
So
I think I got 2 of them.
It was a yard of sarape. It was another yard of sarape, but it had one little strip had a Native American print in it.
Huh. Oh, I think
it just had like a.
I don't think we got that one, but yeah.
Almost like a diamond. No, well, you didn't get it because they lost it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was sarape with a little like diamond which showed Native American, which For some people, you're Mexican, but you could be indigenous Mexican. Like I'm indigenous.
We're all happy, Becky, that you got your freaking package. We all knew the story.
Because Kiddo knows I was so
We know.
I was mad.
Everybody was like, where is that dang package, Becky? Because you
Right?
were talking about it. We're like, where is it? Where did it go?
I was livid, right?
I
So
thought it got sent back to the sender. That's what I thought.
So I had a yard of sarape, a yard of Native American sarape, a yard of Sacred Heart. For Catholics,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
that's everything. It was all glad with the red Sacred Heart. And then I had a quarter of a yard of cocoa.
It says Becky was salty AF.
Yes.
Come say hi,
You
Carlos.
can get cocoa.
Becky, somebody wants to say hi to you.
I heard everything happened. She's drunk and puking.
No.
Oh, I love my friend. So, kiddo, there's no E in Becky at the end.
Mine.
I don't have Selena mask, but I can definitely look for it for you, Emily Rose. So
Emily Rose,
I got
Selena.
Sacred Heart and I had cocoa, which you can't find cocoa anywhere. At the time, you couldn't find cocoa. So I had a quarter of a yard. You guys bought all of it except for one mask. I have one cocoa mask available.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Carla buys a lot of masks. I just get them. I don't know.
You like them.
I
No,
like them.
no apology. They just stuck it in my, no apology, no nothing. They just stuck it in my P.O. box a year later. Here it is.
So you're talking about me. You're talking about like 6+ months, Becky. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. You're talking about almost 8 months
Yes.
that you're waiting for one package.
I just,
And not a sorry, ma'am. We just found it. It was, in the lost and found, nothing. This was money, basically income for you, Becky, because at the time you were still working.
I spent 45. I spent 45 retail, meaning I spent $45 on the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, you got to understand, right now you can go to Joann's and you can buy fabric like nobody's business, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the time that I ordered it, there was no fabric on the Joann racks. I could have made easily $500 from that $45.
So they took $500 from your pocket, basically, Becky.
And I don't have a job.
It's not $45 because you were not working.
That was my job.
That was what you were doing. That was your your basic income, and they took it from you. And not sorry, ma'am.
People will say, "Oh, but you had the extra $600 coming in." Yeah, but what happened when the extra $600 stops, and you go to regular unemployment, or when unemployment gets cut off? Like we just saved that money. We didn't spend it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Like I said, when Carla told me that they found your package, I was just like, what? First of all, I was like, what package are we talking about? And then I go, oh, that package that Becky kept complaining about
Last year.
I was like, dude, that was like years ago.
I was salty,
Like,
right?
You were not happy, but once again, I understand it wasn't so much what you ordered as in what it would have given you in income at the time. You know what I mean? And $500 could have meant,
it wasn't even income. It was just that you couldn't find fabric anywhere.
And you invested in this, Becky.
And I won't buy crappy fabric. I won't buy stuff just for sake of throwing it out there.
Oh, I know.
I'm only gonna buy what I like. You know what I mean?
Why did you start making masks? Because I mean, when did you actually first start making masks?
Here's the thing, Kiko. When I started making masks, I didn't even know how to sew.
You had a sewing machine or no?
I had bought a sewing machine that I surprised Josh with on the live stream because I spent $300 almost.
You spent $300 on a freaking sewing machine, not knowing how to sew?
$279 because I took a sewing class in junior high, but my sewing teacher was an asshole because I was in year-round sports. I was an athletic, and
Oh,
I was
really?
really good at everything that I did. I was MVP.
What did you do, Becky? What sports did you play?
Cross country, track, and softball. I played third and short. That was softball is my thing. I played third and short, mainly.
So you got an arm, Becky? Huh.
Yeah, mainly short because I just love the activity. But if they couldn't put me at short, then I would play third. So I played that for like over 10 years. Third and short. That's my deal. And third and short gets the line drives. It gets,
It's the hot corner, Becky.
yes.
Third base is the hot, especially in softball.
For 15 years. I ran cross country, which I usually placed about anywhere from 4th to 6th. I wasn't that great, but my dad held the track record at his high school after he died for like over 20 some years. So I ran cross country, and I also played track. When I ran track, I was the starter, which if you're not familiar with track, the fastest person is the last person. The second fastest is the starter. So I ran the relay race. I was the starter. I ran the hurdles, and I placed from first to third in the hurdles. And I ran the 440, which is one lap. And I placed usually from first to third in the relay. I played basketball. I sucked at it, but I did play it. I did cheerleading a couple of times, which I sucked at. But my main thing was softball.
Softball. That's good. We played. Me and Carla have actually played on a team. We played on a co-ed team. I was a baseball player as younger and stuff like that. But then I kind of did more coaching. But me and her were actually on a co-ed softball team, and we had fun mostly. It was okay. It kind of showed us kind of how we were getting older. You know what I mean? Because I have the young mentality where I can hit the ball a mile and I can run. And my body and knees said,
wait, I can still hit. I can still throw.
I can throw.
And I can still run.
I can still throw, Becky.
Here's the problem.
You haven't seen me play. I can still throw.
I played on a co-ed team, and these guys were like skipping into it.
Yeah, to hit the ball. And to hit the ball down the third base line.
Like, here's how to play. You stand still. You hit the ball. You don't like run into it. So,
hey, soft pitch or whatever they do.
Not on girls softball, you don't.
No, not in girls, but in co-ed. And remember, in co-ed.
It's like baseball.
Yeah, in co-ed.
It's like the real way to play. You're steady. Your feet are like this. You're planted, and you hit.
And Becky, I'm still impressed with you, Becky, that you can do a freaking cartwheel. I don't know if I can do a cartwheel anymore. I don't know. I haven't
tried in the backyard.
I haven't tried in a long time. I think I'm scared of getting hurt.
Just do it. You only live once, Giggle.
Yeah, I know.
I played on this team, and these guys were like stepping into the hit. And I was like, what is this, right? But I'm down. I play short. I'm not one to back away from things. But this dude he was a big dude. He stepped in to this ball, line drive to short.
Yeah, so Cool Drummer saying that the right-handers, I mean, they just eat up that third base like nothing, man.
I don't mind if you eat up the third base. But when you take a hop, skip, and a jump into it, that's a whole different story. And you're a guy, not a girl.
I don't know about doing a cartwheel, Cool Drummer. Cool Drummer says do it. I don't know. I like going to the gym and all and like lifting. I've been doing kind of like chest and triceps and biceps.
Give me a minute. Talk to him.
I don't know. So, anyways, I appreciate everybody coming on. Carla's been in the restroom. So thank you guys for all watching. First of all, Josh was on. If you guys missed it, you guys can watch the replay. But he has to go to work tomorrow. So I've had Becky from Midlife Vibes on, and she's just talking mask, and apparently she was a very, athletic runner and all that stuff. And I can attest, if you watch one of our vlogs, I think it's the Taste of Mary Farm, or it might have been the Crafters Village. One of those. Becky said she was going to do a mask, and I kind of came into the conversation, and I'm like, what are they talking about? What is Becky trying to do? Everybody was like, Becky had an audience. Once again, you have to watch the vlog. It was us, Juanito, Josh, and then there was this other older couple who were like, yeah, do it. And I'm like, what the heck did I walk into? And everybody's egging on Becky to do a cartwheel because she says she can do a cartwheel. I don't want to give Becky's age too much, but she's going to be coming into a big number this year in June. And the first number starts with 5. I don't want to give your age, Becky. But the first number starts with the 5, and it's kind of a big birthday.
I'm 49 right now.
Becky's going to be 50.
So
and
this conversation. So the guy did a hop, skip, and a jump. Line drive. I'm playing short.
Wow.
So
I was talking about Becky, how you did the cartwheel for us, and how I couldn't. I remember I was kind of Instagramming. I was doing my own thing.
Let's be real.
And I walked into the conversation and I said, what the heck is going on here? But everyone was like, yeah, Becky, do it. And you're all like fixing your pants and your Ugg boots and all that stuff. And I'm like, what the heck is Becky doing? And you're like, I don't want my pants to fall off. And I'm like, once I heard it was a cartwheel, I go, oh, hell no. I am not doing no cartwheel. I said, Becky can do one. I was like, I ain't going to do one. And, lo and behold, Becky comes out and busts out a freaking cartwheel.
I will say I wasn't proud of that cartwheel because my legs weren't completely straight.
Hey, Josh freeze framed you, and you were like all of that.
50?
Yeah, no, it was good. So I want to show a couple of the people that I am a little bit of crazy for Disney stuff. I have a couple of the balloons, the Mickey balloons. AJ, Andrea, Jose, and Carlos is over here.
FYI, while we're showing tattoos, my son.
I don't show off my tattoos that often. I don't even know if Becky had ever seen those. Unless I wear a tank top or something like that. But
I've never seen it.
I was kind of showing a little bit. I know Kiddo has seen it and probably taken a picture of it, but not a whole lot of people. And me and Carla are big Pirates of the Caribbean fans, and you guys
need to get some black and white work done for some black work and gray work done for my son. But here, I'm going to tell you something.
He's always booked. I think Carla has contacted him, and
you gotta let me know. You go through me.
I know, because he only does like big pieces and stuff like that.
Nonsense. He will not tattoo a minor. Period.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
Because he'll lose his license. Even with parent consent, you'll lose.
I was gonna say, what's the rule on that, Becky? Because I know Andrea's 16 and she's gonna be 17 this year.
I did ask him, just so you know. And he goes, no, I can't, Mom. He goes, I can't lose my license. He goes, it doesn't matter about parent consent because that's child endangerment. You make the decision for a minor to get a tattoo.
Oh, because it's long lasting or what? I mean, it's forever lasting, basically. So
he doesn't tattoo any minors at all, period. Because the way he sees it is he could do it, but if he did, he could lose his license.
Okay.
That's bread and butter.
We didn't know for sure. Like I said, I know Carla and Andrea have talked about potentially getting a matching Disney or something like that.
Anyway, just have her wait till she's 18.
Yeah,
I won that one when I was like 21 on my knee, and it turned out to look like a flying cabbage, and you know what I mean.
I think Carla's first tattoo was on her back side or whatever, like on her lower back, when she was 18, and I think she's been talking about like kind of covering it up and
I'm
all.
not even gonna cover any of my shit up. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm old school. I got some funky tattoos. Let's just roll and keep going. New one.
That's Carla conversation. She could tell you guys and stuff like that. But funny information. Something you didn't know about me, Becky. Something you probably didn't know. Prior to me and her starting to go out 10 plus years ago, I didn't have any tattoos.
I heard that on your stream.
It was because
I wanted to continue to hear.
Well, because I always wanted, it's one of those things, right? You always have an idea. Like, I'm really passionate about this. I want to have the Dodgers tattooed on me. Something like that, right? But I was like, I want it this way. I want kind of, something, blah, blah, blah. And Carla was like, okay, let's go do it. And I'm like, okay. So Carla has a way of nudging me to do things. And sometimes it's a little bit maybe out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Because we all have our own little comfort zone, our own comfort bubble, right? Like I always wanted to go travel internationally. And
I'm going to be Josh and look at the camera.
I hadn't, I hadn't traveled internationally and stuff like that. Not because I was scared. It was just that it was just one of those things that I was like, I didn't even know anything about. I mean, I had a passport because I had gone to Mexico, but she was like, let's go. Like, let's just go. And I'm like, okay. So if we ever go anywhere, I'll tell everybody here, Carla plans it. That's the truth. If we go to Knott's, Carla buys the tickets online. Carla reserves the hotel. Once again, Carla does, and even in our channel, in our video, in our stuff, Carla does most of the videoing, and she does all of the editing. So
that's
all the content you guys.
I'm the Flavor Flav because I don't do any of it. I'm just here.
But I always tell Carla, I go, I'm just here to look good, and Carla goes, yeah, and to pay for everything. That's what Carla says.
Well, I go, just look good because Josh still pays for everything.
Well, my part was saying I look good, right? And I thought that was cool. But Carla was like, yeah, and to pay for anything. And I go, so I don't look good? She's like, no. She's like, no, you're fine. She's like, but you still pay for everything.
I really want you guys to get tattooed by my son. Only because you guys love tattoos. But to get the most bang for your buck, he does do $600 for a full day.
I know. But isn't that what he's like? Doesn't he do one tattoo a day? Like, that's his thing? Like,
he doesn't do little pieces anymore.
Yeah.
When he first started out, he would do little pieces, but then he's trying to book for all these little pieces, right? And let's say he gets a little piece, and then the rest of his day is gone. So because of his talent, I do want to say that because he's very talented.
The Dodgers are my favorite team as well. Hope you can see it. So Emily says she wants to go to Dodger games, and that's one thing I miss too. I know Becky. Do you guys go to Angels games, Becky?
Angels.
Yeah, I've gone. I think I've gone to Angels Stadium or whatever it was called.
I've been to the Dodger Stadium. They're totally fun.
You've been to Dodger Stadium? Here's
the deal, Kiko. You being from LA, me being from Orange County. Yes. You already know.
No, I know.
Just know.
Becky, where do you say you're from, Becky? Where do you say you're from?
Santa
Ana.
It's Santa Ana, which is Hispanic Santa Ana.
we know. I know Santa Ana wins.
I grew up. My birthplace is Indio, California, which is Coachella.
I was saying, does anybody know where Indio, California is at?
Nobody knows. Everybody knows where Coachella is because of Coachella now.
Because it got famous, right?
Because nobody knew. But
nobody knew what Coachella was.
My gente is from Coachella and Mexicali. Like if you want to go back, it's Mexicali. It's Coachella, Calexico, Mexicali.
It's Cochino.
Yes, Coachella. Like I said, people know it nowadays because it's famous and all that stuff.
But I grew up from like second grade in Santa Ana.
Really? So you really are kind of an Orange County kind of, kind of girl, huh?
I grew up in Santa Ana, but here's the difference. I live in Orange now, right? But because I live in Orange, people think I'm a little like sheltered, but I grew up in Santa Ana, which is not as hardcore as LA. But if you want to get an equivalent to it, it's Santa Ana if you're going to do Orange County.
Give me a second, Becky. Michael Riley's asking where Carla's at. Carla was in the restroom, and I think she was with AJ putting him to bed or something like that. I don't know. He usually goes to bed on the weekends around 10-ish. So she's probably dealing with that or something like that. Not sure.
So I'm not going to get into it in this stream, but I am from Santa Ana. And if you're from LA, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a different world, Becky, because remember,
I don't understand it.
I'm from LA, Becky, but I'm not really from LA. I'm from East Los.
That's what I'm
Los
saying.
Angeles.
People,
so it's a different, it's a different world.
People don't understand the world and the environment that we come from. Like things that I say that like, well, you had to, people, but you didn't have to. Well, no, honestly, where I come from, you had to. Like it's a different, it's just a totally different game. Like even what I grew up in in the era that I grew up in is not compared to Los Angeles, but it's still hardcore for my generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I were to put Santa Ana against a Los Angeles community at the same era, it doesn't compare, but it's still more than a suburb would even just think about. You know, I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Like I said, when people ask me in general, you know what I mean? I always just say I'm from LA, you know, but as people from Southern California know, LA is vast. It's huge. So when people kind of ask me like where I'm from East Los Angeles.
East Los?
I'm from East Los Angeles, Boyle Heights.
When you say East, I don't even know if you've ever said East Los, but if you said East Los Angeles, I hear East Los. I automatically already know.
I'm from East Los. I'm from East Los Angeles. So if you watch all those movies like Born in East LA, that was filmed in my area. Blood In, Blood Out.
If I were to say Orange County, they're going to think House.
Orange County is totally. It's like when I think of Orange County, Becky, I think of Disneyland.
Exactly.
I go, yo, you're from Disneyland. When you say Orange County, you're from Disneyland. That's it.
But if I say Santa
Ana is different, right? But if you say Orange County, all I think of is Disneyland.
Exactly. So if I say, I'm from OC, people are going to get one image if they're not in the environment. Now, if I really want, okay, this is so stupid. I want the County of Orange emblem on me.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Because nobody knows what that means, right?
It's not stupid, Becky.
If I say Orange County, people that don't know what I know, they think something weird. But if I say Santa Ana, people know what I'm talking about. Then it changes. If I said I grew up in Orange County, it gives one impression. If I say I grew up in Santa Ana, it's a totally different thing.
So hang on, Becky. So when Juanito says, when I hear East Los, I think Jesus está en Tijuana. That's from the movie Born in East LA. So if you think of Born in East LA, that's where I was born. That hospital, I was born 10 minutes away. 10 minutes away from Dodger Stadium. That's where I was born.
Are you in the background of them singing Born in
East LA? Yeah, a lot of them movies and stuff like that. Yep, that's.
You know what's funny? If you come from Santa Ana and compared to Los Angeles, it's a totally different game. It's a totally different game. But coming from Orange County, if you grew up in Santa Ana, you identify more with the LA culture. Because you can't identify with Mission Viejo and the city of Orange.
Well, what I think of Santa Ana is the Santa Ana winds. No. That's the first thing. That's the first thing that comes up to me.
Are you kidding me?
Santa Ana wins. That's what I think of.
Dude, we're Orange County's LA. And
yeah. Santa Ana, ghetto in Santa Ana.
Santa Ana is LA's Vadios.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. It would be considered that. But when I think of the first thing that comes to my mind are the wins. Santa Ana wins.
See, like people don't understand, like if you because it's Orange County, right? And I'll be the first to admit, I am pissed off about the Los Angeles Angels of.
Oh, what the hell is that, Becky? I didn't want to bring that up because I didn't know if you were like
It
all
is
about the.
here. No, wait. Let me bring the mic.
It's the Anaheim Angels.
Bullshit.
It's the Anaheim Angels.
I can't say the F word.
No, please don't.
Where the F are you ever gonna put Los Angeles with Anaheim? Because you know, if you're passionate about LA and you're from Orange County, the two don't. Not that we're rivals. It's just
no, we're not rivals at all.
So I went to my daughter took me to a concert, and there was the Village People and a funk group playing, right? So the Village People were on, and the Cowboy Village People. Hold on, let me get this mic. So the LA Village person came on. No? So the LA Village person came on, and he started talking about Orange County as LA. And it was hilarious because
not the same thing, Becky.
I know. I was like, if you're from Orange County and if you're from LA, you're like, you're
talking about Disneyland and Dodger Stadium, man. That's not the same.
So the cowboy guy came on. Oh, thank you guys. Da, 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 da. And the police guy came on and grabbed the mic from him. He goes, I'm sorry. But we're in Orange County right now. And Orange County and LA are two different things. We're not in LA County right now. We're in Orange County. I was like,
well, that's way better that they corrected.
I was the only stupid Mexican that stood up like,
well, come on, man. You can't go down to Southern Cal.
But that's because from Santa Ana.
Be in Orange County and be like, yo, what up, LA? It's
like
that's a different world.
That whole Los Angeles County, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Yes.
It's fucking bullshit. Excuse me.
I think DDG might be on. She was on earlier. She's from Southern Cal and stuff like that. So I know she knows what's up and stuff like that.
But we're just part of LA is LA. LA County is LA, and Orange County is Orange County. Yeah. We each have our own videos. We each have our own thing. But Orange County is definitely like LA is proud of being LA, and Orange County is proud of being Orange. But I want to get the Orange County symbol on me, but I know that's gangster.
Hey, go gangster, Becky. Go gangster, babe. Well, don't worry about it.
It is, right?
Don't worry about it. Hey, I want to get the Califas. I want to get Califas. Well, actually, I want to get the Dodgers here. But if not, I want to get the California.
Uh-huh.
Why not? Just get Califas. But I want to put Califas on it because it's California. You know what I mean? Thank you, Cold Drummer. There is no similarity in LA and Orange County. It's apples and oranges, literally. Well, let's say oranges and I don't know what else is. Avocados, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
That sucks at your apples.
No. Let's say avocados. Okay.
That still sucks.
No, avocados is a bomb. You know you can survive on just eating avocados, Becky?
How?
Yes. We actually have 2 avocado trees. I think we've taken some avocados down to you guys.
The baby one.
Well, those are the Mexicola ones. And those, Becky, are the most popular ones. People call me from 50 miles away that they've been in the area, and they go, hey, do you have any of those avocados, the black ones? They turn black, and they're called Mexicola, and they're like from Mexico. I think Carla's dad planted them.
See, I didn't understand those.
They brought them from Mexico, Becky, like
the little tiny ones?
Yes, 25 plus years ago. They're Mexicola. They have this like bacony flavor almost and stuff like that. And they're like thin skinned, and they're the best.
See, me being third generation here, I didn't understand those avocados.
We also have a Fuerte, which is like a Haas without the crocodile skin. That's the
smooth ones.
The smooth ones, right? The Fuerte is the original one. It used to be the original California avocado, and now the Haas is better because it packages better because it has the crocodile skin. But we have 2 of those trees, and the Fuerte one, the Haas one, or whatever you want to call it, people come by every once in a while and be like, hey, can I buy some? Can I get some? Not very often. But the small ones, the black ones that we took you guys and to Juanito and all of them, people go crazy over them. They freaking come to our house like all the time. Can I get some? Can I get some? People, especially from
me. So for me, I didn't understand them because the taste is different. The flavor of the avocado is different. It's more of a mild avocado flavor, more of a watery flavor. And then when you're used to, and this is because I like to say I am indigenous Otomi Indian. It's in my blood.
Yeah.
But I'm 3rd or 4th generation from California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I am, literally. So for me, I'm used to the Haas or those more thick avocados where you can peel and core.
So the black ones, Becky, you could actually wash those and eat them with the whole rind and eat them with the whole skin.
But for me,
the skin is like almost like a potato skin. It's so small, and it's like it's awesome. You know what I mean?
I heard that you guys said that. For me, even the texture and the flavor was just different for me. It wasn't something that I'm familiar with, being 3rd or 4th generation from California. You know what I mean? It was different. So I can understand where people from Mexico find it completely indulgent. But for me, it was because if you're coming from being 3rd or 4th generation, your only familiarity to avocados is supermarket.
Yeah, and that's Haas.
Yes.
That's Haas. That's what you get. So anyway, Becky, I'm getting Carla's asking me she wants me to go help do some stuff with her with AJ and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna let you go, Becky. Thank you everybody for watching. I know Juanito, Cool Drummer, DDG, Rosa, Kidalt. I know there's a whole bunch of people that were still watching.
I just want to say you're almost on here for 4 hours.
Oh, well, didn't feel like it, Becky. I don't know. I could talk all night. I'm sorry, guys. That's kind of
3 hours and 40 minutes.
I apologize that it's one of those. When Josh is on, you get Josh on a roll, and that dude can talk. I know that. You know that. We all know that. I'm very similar to that, Becky. It was great talking to you. If you haven't, check out Midlife Vibes on their Instagram and on their YouTube. And if you haven't also on Carla and Kiko Adventures, make sure you subscribe. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Thank you guys, and have a good night, Becky. Have a good night. Everybody have a good night. Thank you guys. Bye.